All right, guys. Hey, guys, it's Kevin again, and yes, it is. Believe it or not, that time of year once again. We are head first into the award season with this year's annual Golden Globes, and yeah, as usual, I'm very excited for how this night is going to play out. But also, as usual, for right now, I don't know if I'm going to have other people on later, but for right now, it is just me hosting this video, and if you guys are wondering why'd you start this so late, we knew that you were going to, we know the show doesn't start till 8 o'clock and things like that. The first half of this video, the first hour or so, is going to mainly be me talking about my predictions and all that kind of stuff, because I usually don't have time to do a separate video these days. So I just combine it in my regular live stream. So we're just going to get right into it. Now, I'll just say right off the bat, I'm not too upset that there aren't a lot of people that are going to be, most likely a lot of my friends aren't going to be joining me for this one, because I don't think this is going to be quite as eventful as last year's. Last year's was so insane, and everyone had so many just crazy reactions to it, and it's probably it ended, the post show itself, which is usually only 5 minutes, was 30 minutes long. So that just tells you how crazy last year's Golden Globes was. I don't think this is going to come anywhere close to that, because I feel like there's a lot of things this year that are pretty much locked, and I'm going to get into that. But I think, despite that, there are things that are locked and all that kind of stuff. I think overall, there's definitely a lot of potential tonight, a lot of stuff to get into. So we'll just get right into it. First thing I'm going to talk about is that in terms of best drama and best comedy, I feel like Irishman and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood pretty much has these categories locked up. I think we're going to see a lot of Scorsese. I think we're going to see a lot of Tarantino. And to be honest, it's definitely very deserving. And yes, Chloe, it will be good. I can assure you that. Well, I don't know, because I'm here, if it's going to be good, but if you enjoy watching me talk, it's going to be good. This is now, again, just for all of you that thought this was going to be a telecast of the Golden Globes, that's not what this is. This is me reacting to them like it is every single year. It throws people off for some reason. And yeah, so I'm addressing that right off the bat. This is not a telecast of the Golden Globes. This is me reacting to said Golden Globes. If that interests you, then great. If not, then I'm sorry, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. But either way, yeah, like I said, I think that those two films have a lot of the categories locked up. I actually do think, and a lot of people disagree with me on this, I think Brad Pitt is a lock to win for supporting actor. He's won for pretty much everything at this point, and everyone's been talking about him and things like that. So I think there's a very good chance that Brad Pitt ends up winning Best Supporting Actor tonight. I'd love for it to be Al Pacino. He's my personal pick, but I love Brad Pitt. I think he did an excellent job in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He was definitely, the fact that he even came remotely close to Leo, who for me is my favorite actor working today, and the fact that he came even close to that, I think that's a testament to just how good Pitt really was in that movie. So I think for that alone, if he wins Best Supporting Actor tonight, it will be very deserving. And especially since last year was kind of like the Brad Pitt resurgence in a way, I think definitely there's a very good chance that he could end up winning tonight. So I definitely could end up seeing that happening. Well, like I said, in terms of drama, I think Irishman is pretty much a lock to win. I don't really think, as funny as it would be, because the internet would go insane if Joker did win, I really do think Irishman is going to win tonight. When you have Scorsese and Tarantino on your list, they got to be the front runners. They have to be. I think it's pretty obvious that there's a good chance. Wait, can you guys not hear me? No audio. No, there's going to be audio. I'm going to turn on my TV in a little bit, and you'll hear audio, but you're not going to see you're not going to see anything. You're not going to see any video. It's going to be me reacting to it. I don't think that's happening, Max Sands, to be honest with you. That'd be really fucking weird if the two popes ended up winning. I do not see that happening. Look, Hollywood Foreign Press, yes, they make some really weird decisions, but For the most part, aside from like last year, you know, most of the time they're not that wild. I think just last year was a very unique situation. So I don't see that happening. I think Irishman and things like that have gotten way too much acclaim. And I think the other films in that category have gotten way too much acclaim that they're going to give it to The Two Popes. Now, The Two Popes is a great film, but it's definitely the worst of the ones nominated for sure. So I just don't see that happening. Yeah, that'd be interesting, Sam. I don't know. Is Jennifer Lopez winning? I mean, a lot of people are wondering, you know, who's going to win Best Supporting Actress. Me personally, I think it's going to be either Kathy Bates or Margot Robbie. I think that's definitely what's going to happen. Especially due to the fact that, you know, Margot Robbie was the front runner for so long, and then Kathy Bates has been winning virtually everything. I think there's a very good chance that, you know, that one of them is probably going to end up getting it. Now, if Jennifer Lopez wins, that'd be great, because Jennifer Lopez, I think, gave one of the most surprising performances of last year. I went into Hustlers thinking she'd be one of the worst things about it, and she turned out to be the best thing about that movie. So, is there a chance? I mean, there's always a chance, but I just don't really see that happening. Yeah. Well, you know what, Chloe, this is, I'm sorry, this is not the book awards. Okay. I'm sorry. This is not the book awards that nobody watches, but, you know what, hopefully I'm entertaining you regardless. Whatever. Best, like I already said, I think it's probably going to be Irishman. I think there's a very good chance that Irishman ends up getting something there. Oh, we have a guest here. Okay. Oh, he just left. What the fuck? I'm sure he's coming back. But I think Irishman most likely is going to win Best Drama. If it's not Irishman, I think it'll be Marriage Story. I think one of those two are probably going to win. There's just been way too much acclaim, especially since how great of a year 2019 was. I just feel like it's pretty obvious that one of those two are probably winning. It's probably going to be Irishman. I foresee that happening. Definitely. I definitely would be. And here's my other thing. For Best Director, it's either Scorsese or Tarantino. If Scorsese wins Best Director, I think that he's pretty much a lock to win at that point. If Tarantino wins, then Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I mean, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's winning Best Comedy either way. Let's just get that right out of the way. That is definitely winning Best Comedy. I don't think there's any question about it. That is definitely winning Best Comedy. You know, me personally, Knives Out was the funniest film of last year, but Once Upon a Time in Hollywood came pretty damn close, and it's definitely one of my favorite screenplays of last year, and Tarantino's one of my favorite directors, so I can't really complain about that. But I think one of those two are definitely winning. So make no mistake. I think there are some categories that are just kind of locked this year. And I know we said that last year with like A Star Is Born winning for Best Drama. And then everyone thought, you know, I think most people, a lot of people thought that like The Favorite or someone was going to win Best Comedy. But I think this year it's pretty much locked up in that way. So we'll have to see the way things do play out there. Now, in terms of the ones that are a little bit more miscellaneous to me, a lot of those are the TV categories. And here's the thing. Unlike last year, where I didn't know shit because I really slacked on TV watching in 2018, I actually can, I think, predict a fair amount of how these nominations are going to play out. Look, I'll say right now, I'm very bitter that When They See Us got absolutely nothing here. I think it is insanely problematic. I think the fact that that has been the front runner for a lot of things, especially Jareel Jerome, I think is really bad on part of FH. It's not just because I adore it so much. I think just the subject matter and how much acclaim it got, the fact that it was completely shut out, it just makes the Hollywood Foreign Press look really bad. And I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. But regardless, I think Chernobyl wins pretty much everything tonight that it's nominated for. Jared Harris is going to win. The only thing I think Stellan Skarsgård is probably going to win supporting actor or, you know, best featured actor. The only thing I don't think it's going to win for is actually supporting actress. I don't see that happening because as good as Emily Watson was, I think it's pretty clear that Meryl Streep is going to win. I feel like that role, as much as I thought she was amazing, it was designed for her to win that category because she has not won something like that in a TV category before. So I think she's pretty much going to win here. I'd be very happy if she did because I truly do think that is one of the best performances she's given in years. So I think there's a very good chance. I think most likely Meryl Streep is going to win. Now, the one that I really am not certain about is Best Actor. Now, look, I'll just say this right now. I don't think it's going to happen. But let's just say, hypothetically, Rami Malek wins. You guys will see me react and scream like you've never seen before because I want this so bad. I want Rami to win so badly. I think his performance that he's given in that show has been so overlooked. And yes, the people that have watched it have praised the hell out of him, rightfully so. But I don't think there are enough people that know Rami Malek from Mr. Robot. They know him from Bohemian Rhapsody. And for me, if he were to win for Mr. Robot, not only would it be extremely deserving, it would be a great redemption arc for him because this is what Rami Malek should be winning for. This shows his true talents. This is him winning for a role that actually does utilize him well. So I think there's a lot of factors that I hope point to Rami Malek winning. The other thing is that I don't really know who else could win in that situation. I mean, Billy Porter has a chance. I think he won last year, so that'd be really cool. But he was the best part of postseason 2 for me. He stole the entire season. So there is definitely a chance that he could end up, getting out there. I think he does have an outside shot. But people like Tobias Menzies and Brian Cox, I just don't see it happening. So again, maybe I'm just so, maybe I'm just so into the idea of Rami winning that I'm creating a scenario in which he does win. But to be honest, I feel like it's actually very much more likely than people are thinking. I honestly don't know who is the front runner to win this category, but I feel like there's a very good chance Rami could get it. And I would be over the moon if he does. I know he won for season 1, but come on, proxy authentication required. Just watch the scene where I'm not going to spoil it for people who haven't watched it because I know there's people in this chat that have not watched Mr. Robot and there's people that are going to join later tonight that haven't seen it. But there's a certain scene in that episode when Elliot discovers something. That scene alone should give him the win. Honestly, it's some of the best acting I've ever seen. It's so raw, it's so emotional. It's hard to top. It really is hard to top, and it absolutely stunned me. And even though I've been praising Rami Malek for years in that show, I don't think he's ever needed to win more than he does now. Because think about this, guys. If he wins again, not only is it a great redemption, I already said this, but not only is it a great redemption arc for him, not only does it look really great, but it's really good for him heading into No Time to Die because people realize, oh, this guy's won an Emmy, he's won an Oscar, he's in very good shape for No Time to Die. People will be even more excited to see him in that. And that's one of the reasons I'm so hyped for No Time to Die is because I think Rami, if they give him a really layered character and they give him, a villain, they make him a villain that isn't generic, I think he has the potential to be one of the best Bond villains of all time. I really hope that is the case because he's such a dynamic character actor in that way. And roles like Freddie Mercury, I've said before, are just too one note for him. And that's the reason why he didn't deserve it. He didn't deserve it because he gave a bad performance. He didn't deserve it because he's way more talented than that. He deserves he deserves to win for something that is far more challenging. And Mr. Robot is far closer to that. So, okay, I've gotten that out of the way. I've praised Rami Malek enough. Jerked off Sam Esmail, all that kind of stuff. I've jerked off that show as much as I possibly can at this point. I'm not at all bitter that Christian Slater and Carly Chankin and people like that were never nominated. I'm just very happy that Rami was. I honestly did not think he was going to get in there. And the second he did, I freaked the fuck out. And if he wins tonight, I'll freak out even more. So it'd be great if he wins. I don't know if he's going to, but I feel like there's a very likely scenario in which he can. So we'll have to see the way that one does play out. Other categories that I think are pretty much locked up, definitely all the comedy stuff. I think it's pretty clear Fleabag ends up winning, which, again, I've said this before. I love the fact that Fleabag is racking up so many wins, mainly because when season 1 came out, nobody talked about it. Nobody talked about it. It was a show that was on Amazon, and I felt like I was the only person watching it. But now that it's had this, just so much critical acclaim, and it's gotten all these accolades lately, it's been winning everything that it's been nominated for. I just am so happy with the acclaim that this show has been getting. I think Phoebe Waller-Bridge is one of the most talented female writers currently out there right now, and I think it's pretty clear that I think the Hollywood Foreign Press would be absolute fools to not continue that, to not have it win for Best Comedy. I think it's very likely that it's going to happen, but who knows? I mean, last year the Kaminsky Method won nearly everything it was nominated for, so who knows? But honestly, I think it's most likely going to be Fleabag. I think that's probably what's going to happen. We'll have to see, but I'll be very surprised if anything else ends up winning there. Some other nominations that I predicted. Let me look at my list real quick because I did a list yesterday. Okay, here it is. All right, animated feature. I think it's pretty clear. Toy Story 4 wins. I don't really think there's any other possible winner there. Best actress in a comedy, honestly, I think it's going to be Awkwafina. I really do. And I honestly don't think she has much competition. Nobody's talked about Cate Blanchett. Nobody's talked about Emma Thompson. I've heard people say Emma Thompson is even really the main character in Late Night. I didn't see the movie, unfortunately, but I've heard that Mindy Kaling is the main character, so it's very weird for her to be nominated. So I don't think she ends up winning. Ana de Armas, for me, is who I would personally like to win this because her performance in Knives Out blew me away. I already loved her as an actress, but Knives Out really showed me just how great of an actress she could be. So I'd love to see her possibly get in there. I'd love it if she won, but I think Awkwafina is pretty much a lock at this point. I mean, so many people have been praising her. She's won quite a few things, actually. So I feel like there's just a very good chance that she ends up winning this. I'll be surprised, like I said, if she doesn't. I mean, if Beanie got in there, that'd be really cool. I really loved her in Booksmart quite a bit. I mean, I think Caitlin Deaver's the best performance, the better of the two, but Beanie Feldstein was great in Booksmart. Make no mistake. She was fantastic in that film. She was absolutely hysterical, and it's the definition of just a really great breakthrough performance. But for me personally, I think that Awkwafina pretty much has it locked up. I mean, again, I could be wrong, but I don't really feel like there's much competition there. So I think she's probably going to win. In terms of best television series drama, I think it's going to go to Big Little Lies. I really do. They won the first season. They won everything they were nominated for. And I don't think Nicole Kidman wins for Best Actress. I just don't see that happening. I think it's probably going to go to Olivia Colman because Claire Foy has won both years she's been nominated, and it'd be weird if Olivia Colman didn't win just because it's still, for the same show. So I feel like that's probably what's going to happen. But that being said, I don't think that it all takes away from Big Little Lies winning Best Drama. I think it's probably going to happen. I think there was, even though I know not as many people liked this season, I think there was enough critical praise, and I think there's so much love for that show that I think it's pretty clear that they're going to win Best Drama. And me personally, do I think they deserve it? I mean, yeah, I still really love Big Little Lies. I think season 2 was very underrated. I know a lot of people, again, weren't as big of fans of it, and no, it was not as good as season 1, but I really did love it, and I think there's a lot of things that it did right, and I think for that alone, it definitely is deserving for sure. It's not necessarily what I would pick. I mean, I'd pick Mr. Robot if it was up to me, but, that's not an option. That's not an option. But look at it this way, guys. It's at least better than Game of Thrones winning. It's at least better than that. I know a lot of people are like, oh, give them one last win. But seriously, why is Kit Harington the only person nominated? Literally, Kit Harington, I told you guys I've really soured on the last season. Most of his role was just, oh, you are my queen, and I don't want it. I do not want that title. And he keeps going on and on about, like, that's his entire role throughout season 8. Like, he had almost nothing else to do but that. And I don't think that's a Emmy-worthy performance. I really don't. The two people that do deserve Emmy-worthy performances, I've said before, Peter Dinklage was great, as he always is. Nicola Coster-Waldau, I thought was actually pretty great as well. But the two that needed to be in there that were not were Emilia Clarke and Maisie Williams. I thought they gave their best work in the show in the final season, despite the fact of how underwritten a lot of it was. Emilia Clarke was the best she's ever been as DeGeneres, and Maisie Williams, for me, was the standout performance in that season. Arya became my favorite character because of that season, pretty much. I thought she was the best thing in that season. So I think those two really should have gotten in there. It's cool that, it's cool that, like I said, that Kit Harington got in there, but I don't think it's an Emmy-worthy performance. I really don't. And I just don't see why he should get in there over other performers. But we'll see. I mean, I think he's going to win, though, and it sucks. I really do think he has a chance to win this. Like I said, I hope Rami Malek ends up taking it because I do not want Kit Harington to win. But I don't know. I could see them doing something crazy like that, and I hope that doesn't happen, but we'll have to see. Best performance by an actor in a comedy, I think it's pretty obvious it's Bill Hader. Everyone that has watched Barry this season has said it's their favorite show of the year. Everyone that I know, at least, that watched Barry this season, I've heard people say it's their favorite show of the year. A lot of people adored that 5th episode, especially. And I've seen a good majority of the first season of Barry, and it's phenomenal television for sure. I didn't get a chance to finish it. I probably will before season 3 comes out. Of what I've seen, like I said, it's fantastic. I think it's definitely deserving of all the praise it's gotten and things like that. Because of all that praise, especially for this season, and because Bill Hader's just been on such a streak lately, I think Bill Hader probably is going to win this. I think there's a very slim chance that anyone else ends up taking this. But I mean, again, it's the Hollywood Foreign Press, so who knows? But I think it's probably going to happen. I think Bill Hader's probably going to win. Oh yeah, I'm turning on my TV. So if you hear music, that's why. Okay. I'm stupid, guys. What I think this is on ABC, correct? No, it is not. What channel is this on? Is it on CBS? I don't know what channel the Golden Globes is on this year. No, it's not that one. Oh, it's NBC. Okay, it's NBC. NBC is when it's on. Oh, great. There's a game going on. I love they have a football game going on when the Golden Globes are supposed to be on. That's fantastic. I can't wait for them to delay the show. That's great. Oh, Seahawks are winning. That's great. I hope this wraps up soon, but we'll see. Yeah, that's quite a funny story because I mean everyone was saying, oh, Cats was gonna win all this stuff, and then look, the only thing it got was fucking Beautiful Ghost, which it does deserve because Taylor Swift's cover is fantastic. It's just the Francesca Hayward version is it's not very good. And Janaea, you that's good. You've been saved. Trust me, that is a good thing. You have not seen Cats. You are spared in that way. Yeah, I'm definitely with you, Terrell. I think, like I said before, I think because of all the praise it's been getting, and especially all the accolades it's been racking up, I think it'd be very weird if it doesn't win the majority of the stuff it's nominated for tonight. So I think Phoebe is probably going to win for that. If it's not her, then it might be what's her name from Marvelous, Rachel Brosnahan, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. But I think it's probably Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. No, there was not. There was not, Kevin. I don't think there was a Kevin Riley. I don't think there was a network show nominated at all this year either. And I think that's a real testament to just how much streaming and cable have been dominating and how much, how irrelevant NBC, ABC channels like that are becoming. And I think it's just a testament to that overall. And I've said for years that, the reason I did that whole like fall, TV pilot thing is because that used to be such a significant thing. Every single year I would look forward to it. And now it's just gotten to a point where it's just kind of a thing that happens. And I just did it because I know you guys want me to talk, but I've seen almost none of those shows after, mind you. I just have not had the time for them. The only one I consider picking up is Stumptown Emergence or Evil. Those are the only ones I'd consider picking back up. But the other ones I have had like zero ambition to do so. I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know how I feel about Ricky Gervais hosting. He said a lot of things lately that just aren't that great. And look, yeah, the guy doesn't have a filter, but that's a problem in this day and age. That's a real problem. And I feel like he needs to be very careful with what he says tonight, because not just because of like internet and things like that, but just because of how much he's going to be judged based on recent things he said. And if I was Ricky Gervais, I'd be holding my breath right now because He's got to be very careful, especially with any transphobic jokes. He needs to just keep those out entirely. Like, please, no jokes about trans people, because I know he has very strange opinions about that. I know tons of people have gotten on him about that. And oh my God, I finally have someone here, guys. Oh my God. We finally have another guest, guys. Finally here, we have the pirate himself, Captain Eye Patches.
Arg, hello there, matey. Thank you for having me on here for a little bit.
Yes, yes, we have the king of movie watching lately. Get this through your head, guys. This guy right here, 22 fucking Tiger dude, has literally already seen, what, like almost 20 films this year?
Yes, it is true. 22 Tiger Dude has seen 15 films so far.
Yes, 20 films this year. This guy is kicking all of our asses right now. I've only seen 5. I don't know what the hell. I've actually barely only seen 5. I don't know what the hell's going on, but this guy's been killing it. But regardless, thank you, of course, for being on, Tony. What do you want to say to all these good people?
I mean, Tony couldn't really make it. You should call me Captain Eye Patches. Arg.
I don't know why you sound like a pirate in a fucking like Italian restaurant, but that's great.
Well, if you want me to say something, I just want to say hello, everyone, on Kevin D. Folk's channel. Yeah, this is Captain Eye Patches here. Tony couldn't make it.
Oh, look, we just lost all our viewers because you're doing that voice.
Oh, yes, it's good. It's good. It's good. Thank you.
Yes. I would love for Ben Platt to win, to be honest. I think it's really cool that he got nominated, Alice. I've been a huge supporter of his since like Dear Evan Hansen and things like that. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think Bill Hader pretty much has it locked up. So while it'd be cool to see Ben Platt win, one, I think Bill Hader is definitely the stronger performance. Two, I just think it's too packed of a category. Ricky Gervais is a legend, but like I said, he's so much of a legend, he's a little too much of one. I think he needs to be, like I said, he needs to be careful with what he says. I remember there was one year where he said a lot of things and it really offended people, and I think he needs to be careful with that for sure. Just you can offend people, it's fine, but just please no transphobic jokes. I really hope he doesn't do anything like that, because I'm not into that. I actually wasn't planning on watching Party of Five, Terrell. There's another show on Freeform, Everything's Gonna Be Okay. That looks great. That one I actually do really want to watch. The one where it's the kid and, well, not a kid, but he's like a man and he comes back to take care of like, he takes care of like his autistic sister and his other sister. That looks great. That one I actually am very excited for. But Party of Five, I don't really care all that much about. I think it seems very unnecessary. But Tony's gonna take over because I gotta talk to my dad because it's his birthday. So I'll be back.
Oh, happy birthday to your dad, laddie.
So look in the chat. Look in the chat.
All right. Okay. Of course, whenever I'm on Kevin Folk's stream, I have to do something a little wacky, but let's see. All right, so I'm looking at the whoa, excuse me. I'm looking at the chat right now. How is everyone doing today? Yes. Hey, what's up, Terrell? How are you doing? Oh, I hope I pronounced this name right. Thank you very much, Jonia. You're funny but weird at the same time. Hey, funny and weird, that ain't a bad thing at all. But yes, I'm very sorry if I do mispronounce that name though. Oh yes. It turns out that my eyes got fixed like immediately. But yeah, in all seriousness, I'm going to put on the act back once Kevin comes back. But I am going to actually act as Tony, 22 Tiger Dude for now, though. I just like to weird Kevin now. Either that or just make him cringe, because, yeah, he'll do that. Oh, happy new decade to you too, Terrell. Wait, Cortana just showed up for some reason. Okay, there you go. So anything everyone did for the new year? Yeah, for New Year's Day, I basically did a lot of catching up. Well, I wanted to start off the decade big, so I rewatched the Shawshank Redemption because that's one of my favorite movies of all time. I love that movie so much, and I really didn't want to start off the movie with my decade of movie watching with Little. I didn't want to start off with that movie, so I rewatched the Shawshank Redemption, my first one of 2020 and the decade. And then from there, I watched Little because I haven't seen the movie. I did a lot of catching up basically after that. So I saw that one, then Second Act, then Overlord, which I'm surprised took me so long to watch, but I did finally watch Overlord on New Year's Day. And then after Overlord, it was what was oh yeah, Late Night. It was Late Night after that. Finally got around to that one. And then to cap off the first day of 2020, I ended it off with a High Life, that movie with Robert Pattinson. I did finally watch all that. So yeah, rewatched one of my favorite movies of all time, and then did a lot of catching up basically on that day. And then I guess since I'm still talking for Kevin, I also did some catching up yesterday too. I went to Dollar Movies. I saw Charlie's Angels. Then I saw 21 Bridges, and then I saw Countdown. So I did a triple feature at the Dollar Movies yesterday too. So that was pretty interesting. Do you think that female directors should be nominated for big awards and earn the respect they deserve? I'm pretty sure Kevin's going to answer that later on, but for me personally, yes, I absolutely do believe that female directors should be nominated and get a lot of recognition. All right. Looking at the chat right now, so let's see. Trying to think what else. I do. I really do need to change up the posters because, believe it or not, I have some posters that I still haven't hanged up yet. I still got to hang my what was it? The It Chapter 2 poster. I have a Joker poster. I have various other posters. I need to get my lazy ass up and change around the posters because I do want to do that. Okay, what am I gonna do? Our Captain Patches. Yeah, I almost said eyelashes for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, in all seriousness, I hope you all are doing very good right now. Just gonna be here for a little bit. Just kind of wanted to stop by. Let's see, what can I do? Okay, because I know Kevin's gonna probably look back at this video later on. You know what? Why don't you all just watch me eat crackers? You know what? Because why not? Ritz crackers. Let's go.
Crackers. All right, sorry about that, guys. It's my dad's birthday today, and he's away, and I haven't gotten to talk to him till now, so I had to do that. But either way. All right, sorry about that, guys. Oh my God!
I was gonna say I hear an echo.
Yeah, because I always fucking do that. Every single time, Tony, I do this. I leave the fucking thing open. There's an echo. It's great. It hasn't happened yet, but it was bound to happen. So it happened finally.
That's beautiful.
All right, let me look at the chat. All right. So in terms of Billy Porter, I think he's probably the second most likely. I will say that, Terrell. I think he's the second most likely. I hope it's not Kit Harington, though, as I said, because I think it's a very, very undeserving win. I love Kit Harington, but not this season. Not this season. Not this season. If it was for season 6, fuck yeah, but not this season. I mean, like, in terms of, like, jokes he's made, I mean, I just think that he's just very insensitive. And in this day and age, he has to be very careful, I think, with what he says. And I just hope he doesn't go too far, you know, because he doesn't really have much of a filter. Antonio Banderas, I don't think he has a chance, to be honest. I mean, it's great. I think he's definitely getting nominated for the Oscar, but it is too packed of a category. I finally got to see Pain and Glory, actually. Great film, and he did an excellent job in it for sure. But I just do not see him winning. I honestly, I do not see it happening. Fucking Jonathan Pryce has more of a chance than him. I think he's like the least likely to win.
I still gotta see Pain and Glory.
Well, you should do that. Yes, thank you, that one chick. He's not here right now. He's somewhere in Kansas, but he's happy you wished him a happy birthday.
You know what, Kevin? While we're all here, let's just go ahead and sing your dad a happy birthday right now.
I mean, no, because he's not watching this.
Oh wait, he's not, or he is?
No, he's at a fucking Thai place right now.
Okay, well, you know what? Either way, let's do it. Even good old Captain Eye Patch.
He's getting Thai food.
All right.
The fucking show starts in 10 minutes. You can sing. I'll ignore your ass, but you can sing.
Hey, at least show me in split screen so I could sing to your audience.
Fine.
Or Captain Eye Patches can. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna sing to Kevin.
Laddie.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
And that's enough of that.
Wow, what the fuck? Okay, let me finish though. Happy birthday, dear Kevin Falk's dad. Happy birthday to you. Right, let's celebrate with a cracker.
Oh, yes. Nothing more celebratory than eating crackers. I like Thai food as well, that one chick. Definitely. Oh, Tony, you got to eat a lot of crackers because Mozart Masciato said they want to see you eat crackers.
All right. I do have some left right here. So here we go.
All right. Oh, in terms of like goals for 2020, Janaea, I made a very long community post on here. I also made a Twitter post. I was not able to do a video. I have an explanation for that coming in my Mandalorian review very soon, which I know I'm behind on that as well. I'm behind on a lot of things, and I'll get into why in that video. But I was not able to make that video, unfortunately. You guys know every single year I try to do like an end of the year video on the last day of the year. I unfortunately was not able to do that this year. So I made a community post instead. It's on there. It's on my Twitter. And you guys can see it there. But in terms of like goals, I mean, as I said, the big thing is that I don't really have like a ton for this year. Like I just want to be able to like maintain what I've been doing pretty much like that. That's the best way to sum it up. Like I like where I am right now. My biggest thing is that I definitely do want to get a microphone at some point because my audio is fucking shit. So I definitely do want to do that. But other than that, I don't really have like a set goal. It's more just, continue doing what I'm doing well. No, I am watching the red carpet. I just have it muted right now. I mean, I have it on fucking NBC with this, like when they're every so often kind of like this stupid football game I don't care about.
Beautiful.
Most underrated performance of the 2010s. Damn, that's a tough one. There's a lot of great ones out there. I have to get back to you on that. I don't know. I'd have to really think about it.
Yeah, I kind of have to think about it too, to be honest.
If you're talking about like overlooked for last year, my most overlooked performer for last year is absolutely Calvin Harrison Jr. in Waves. I mean, nobody is in Waves and Loose because like, yes, the people that watched it praise him, but I just do not think he got enough praise for either one of those performances. So I would say him, and then actress, definitely Aisling Franciosi for The Nightingale. Those are the two performances from last year that I absolutely adored, and I don't think enough people are really talking about. When not enough people talk about either of those movies in general, to be honest. Like Loose, The Nightingale, Waves, enough people talk about, but Loose and The Nightingale especially, nobody fucking talks about. And it's a damn shame because they're two of my favorites of last year.
I'll probably agree with you on Loose, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think I'll agree with you on Loose.
Yeah. All All right. Oh shit, we have a Knives Out sequel in the works. Let's go.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter a while ago.
Yeah, so I guess the Benoit Blanc film is happening.
I'd be down for it.
But the real question, Tony, because someone brought this up to Ryan Johnson, will he have Daniel Craig's character speak in a different accent every single movie? Because Johnson said he was into that idea. He said he was down for it.
I mean, if it happens, yeah, get crazy, honestly.
Will he actually do it? Will he actually go for it? Because it's rare that I see a director actually respond to something like that. But Ryan Johnson was like, you know what? I might actually be down for that.
Yeah, if he actually does go forth with that, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let's see what they do with it.
Yeah.
Also, show me on screen, boys, so I could eat more crackers. Or you could do split screen if you want. Doesn't matter.
Looks like shit. Fine, I'll do this one. This one I like.
Mm-hmm. See, now you're giving good old Captain iPad.
This one I hate. This one I like.
Yeah, this is fine right here. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, Terrell. I think it is honestly really problematic to me that there isn't at least one female director in there. I mean, regardless if people liked them, I mean, come on, fucking Amarel Harrell for Honey Boy. You could have put Olivia Wilde in there. You could have put especially Greta Gerwig. You could have put her in there. And the fact that they just didn't nominate anyone, I think is a real problem. And it's something that should be addressed. And it's not just me being like, oh, I'm trying to be woke and things like that. I think it is a problem. I think the fact that there is no female directors at all, and especially since some of their movies are nominated, I think that's a problem. I really do.
It's also a problem when you just have so many options and you choose
exactly
those options.
Like, honestly, like, I know people really love Joker, but the one thing that people were the one thing that people weren't as positive on was Todd Phillips, and I don't really understand why they nominated him. Like, I think he did a great job directing it, but if I was a Hollywood Foreign Press, I would have put someone like Greta Gerwig in there because she just got more universal praise overall, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I was not a fan of Rise of Skywalker very much either, Janaea. In fact, so little of a fan that I was planning on doing a spoiler review, and then I just realized I didn't care, so I didn't do one. So yeah, that's how little I care about Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, I was disappointed by that one too.
Yeah. I think I will disagree with you, Chris. I think Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson are pretty much locks at this point. I will be very surprised if anyone else ends up taking it. I think those two those are, like I said, I don't think this year, and I think you'll agree with me on this, Tony, I don't think this is going to be like last year where we have a bunch of surprises. I think there are some categories that are just kind of locked at the moment, and I think Adam Driver is definitely one of them.
Yeah, honestly, I agree.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Awkwafina's new show. I didn't get to watch the trailer yet, but I've loved what I've been seeing from her lately, and it's cool that she definitely has a starring role. So I'm definitely interested in that one. Comedy Central is one of those channels where I'm like, I'm always gonna watch this show, and then I never do. But Awkwafina's show is one I think I'm legitimately gonna watch.
Yeah, I've seen the trailer for it online. It looks pretty good.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. Once again, this year, I did not do a top 10 anticipated shows of the first half of the year, mainly because there's a lot that I definitely am excited for, but I don't think I could make a definitive top 10. I think my number one is definitely The Outsider. That's for sure. Number one is definitely Outsider. And then I'd probably put Al Pacino's new show on there as well. But other than that, I don't really know what I do top 10 wise. And I don't think there's enough coming out for me to make one. Why the fuck are you recording me?
I'm not recording. I'm on Twitter, bitch.
Well, you're holding your phone as if you're recording me.
Well, yeah, because I could barely see through these eye patches.
Well, then fucking take them off. It's really not that hard.
What if I don't want to take them off, though?
Well, tough shit.
I mean, I am Captain Eye Patches for a reason, Kevin Falk.
To be honest, I don't think Joker's winning anything, Chris. I'll be very surprised if it does, but I think it's going to be one of those films that goes home with nothing tonight. Marriage Story winning screenplay, it's a possibility, but I think it's going to be Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think that's it. That one's also pretty much a lock, and I know Tony would be very, very happy about that.
I mean, if it wins, it wins, you know. No problem there.
Irishman, I will highly agree with you on that. That's winning a lot of shit tonight for sure. And I'll be very surprised if it doesn't. I do not like I said, I do not think it's winning supporting actor though. I think that's going to be Brad Pitt. I mean, I'd love to see Al Pacino get in there, but I think it's going to be Brad Pitt.
I mean, if Irishman won nothing, I would be like very shocked, to be honest with you.
No, it's. I think it's winning best drama, and I think it's. I said this at the top of the hour, but I think it's winning best drama. I think it's winning. I think Scorsese's probably going to win best director, and I think it's absolutely winning best adapted screenplay. I don't think there's any question about it.
Oh yeah, no. I know it's gonna win some stuff. I was just saying if it didn't, I would have been like super shocked. I would have been like, oh what? Oh okay.
Yeah, that'd be very weird. That'd be weirder than De Niro not being nominated for some reason.
Oh, I was actually shocked by that. When I was looking through the list, I was like, wait, Pesci and Pacino are nominated, but not De Niro.
The movie's literally called The Irishman, and you don't nominate The Irishman. Like, what? That'd be like nominating Joker, but not the Joker.
Yeah, you nominate what? Robert De Niro?
You nominate fucking Jazzy Beats.
Oh, Golden Globes are weird, man.
All right, to answer your question, the show's on right now. Okay, so the show's on, guys. So we will talk to you once it goes to commercial.
Kevin, just so you know, I'm actually gonna go now. I just want to stop by for a bit. I know, but I stopped by like you were hoping I would at least.
Wow, fuck you.
All right, everyone. Thank you for talking to Captain Eye Patches, and I hope you all enjoy the Golden Globes. Arg.
All right, goodbye. Fuck that guy. We are spared now, guys. We're spared. You're stuck with me now. I know it sucks.
Golden Globe Awards, live from the Beverly Hilton Hotel here in Los Angeles. I'm Ricky Gervais. Thank you. You'll be pleased to know this is the last time I'm hosting these awards, so I don't care anymore. I'm joking. I never did. NBC clearly don't care either.
See, like this stuff is funny.
So, I mean, Kevin Hart was fired from the Oscars because
of
offensive tweets. Hello. Lucky for me, the Hollywood foreign press can barely speak English, and they've no idea what Twitter is. So
I don't think he's wrong about that. I really don't think he's wrong.
Let's have a laugh at your expense, shall we? Remember, they're just jokes. We're all going to die soon, and there's no sequel. So, yeah, remember that. But you all look lovely, all dolled up. You came in your limos. I came here in a limo tonight, and the license plate was made by Felicity Huffman. So, no. Shush. It's her daughter I feel sorry for, okay? That must be the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to her. And her dad was in Wild Hogs. So, lots of big celebrities here tonight. I mean, legends, icons, yeah? At this table alone, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro.
Woo!
Baby Yoda. That's Joe Pesci, sorry.
Oh my God.
Don't have me whacked.
He does have a really weird looking nose, I will say that.
Some of the most important TV and film executives in the world. People from every background, but they all have one thing in common. They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. Look, talking of all you perverts, it was a big year. It was a big year for paedophile movies.
Oh my God.
R. Kelly, Leaving Neverland, Two Popes. Shut up. I don't care.
That was a very small portion of that movie, but sure.
Many talented people of colour were snubbed in major categories. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. The Hollywood foreign press are all very, very racist. So,
you're not wrong there.
We were going to do an
I'm pretty sure most of these reactions are pre-recorded. I don't think they're actually reacting that way.
It wasn't diverse enough. It just, no. it was mostly white people. And I thought, nah, not on my watch. Maybe next year. Let's see what happens. No one cares about movies anymore. No one goes to cinema. No one really watches network TV. Everyone's watching Netflix. This show should just be me coming out going, well done Netflix, you win everything. Good night. But no, we've got to drag it out for 3 hours. You could binge watch the entire first season of Afterlife instead of watching the show. That's a show about a man who wants to kill himself because his wife dies of cancer, and it's still more fun than this. Spoiler alert.
I heard that show was trash.
On the way, so in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself, just like Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh my God.
I know he's your friend, but I don't care.
That is the most overplayed meme of all time.
Seriously, most films are awful, lazy, remakes, sequels.
I mean, yes.
Rumor, there might be a sequel to Sophie's Choice. I mean, that'd just be Meryl Streep going, well, it's got to be this one then. All the best actors have jumped to Netflix and HBO, you know, and the actors who just do Hollywood movies now do fantasy adventure nonsense. They wear masks and capes and really tight costumes. Their job isn't acting anymore. It's going to the gym twice a day and taking steroids. Really? Have we got an award for most ripped junkie? No. No point. We know we'd win that. Martin Scorsese, the greatest living director, made the news for his controversial comments. He said they're not real cinema and they remind him of theme parks. I agree. Although I don't know what he's doing hanging around theme parks. He's not big enough to go on the rides, is he? Tiny. Right. The Irishman was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Long, but amazing. It wasn't the only epic movie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, nearly 3 hours long. Leonardo DiCaprio attended the premiere, and by the end, his date was too old for him. Even Prince Andrew's like, come on, Leo, mate, you know, you're nearly 50, son. The world got to see James Corden as a fat pussy.
Oh my God.
He was also in the movie Cats. No one saw that.
I did.
I saw it said, this is the worst thing to happen to cats since dogs. But Dame Judi Dench defended the film, saying it was the role she was born to play, because I can't do this next time. Because she loves nothing better than plonking herself down on the carpet, lifting her leg, and licking her.
Oh my God.
Fertile. She's old school.
Well, he said it regardless.
Apple rolled into the TV game with a morning show, a superb drama,
that nobody watched. But yeah, sure.
About the importance of dignity and doing the right thing, made by a company that runs sweatshops in China. So, in the same boat, with the companies you work for, I mean, unbelievable. Apple, Amazon, Disney. If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? So, if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and it's already 3 hours long. Right, let's do the first award. The first award is for Best Actor in a Television Series, Musical or Comedy. To present the award are a couple of actors off the telly, what can I say? Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon.
All right. All right, right off the bat, we're starting.
Oh, good morning. It's the evening. I'm sorry. Good evening. For us to be here to present the first 2 awards of the evening. First up, the nominees for Best Actor in a Television Series.
Oh shit! Okay, Bill Hader. Bill Hader. I think Bill Hader. He's gonna get this. If he wins again, oh my! That's the wrong one. All right, yeah, there we go. Be cool if he won, but I don't think it's happening. That was surprising to me. I did not think he would get in there. All right. Whoa! Okay. Don't listen to me, guys. I don't know what I'm talking about. I didn't even watch it. I literally did not watch it.
Well, yes, I would like to thank my God. Allahu Akbar. Thank you, God. This is thanks to God and Hulu. You guys, look, I know you guys haven't seen my show. Everyone's like, this is an editor.
He is right. I didn't watch it.
We made a very specific show about an Arab.
I do want to watch it now, though. That he just won. That definitely gets me intrigued.
To be recognized on this level. So I do want to thank everyone who's involved, my co-creators, producers, my family, my mom and dad. This means that my mom also, by the way, was rooting for Michael Douglas. So Egyptians love Michael Douglas. I don't know if you know this, but this means a lot. Thank you, HFPA. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right. Oh shit, actress? Whoa, okay. This will be Jared Harris. There's no question. It's gonna be Jared Harris. I mean, Roman Yusuf just won, so who knows? But I think it's gonna be Jared Harris. I didn't watch that either, but I heard it was great. He was great, but I don't think he's gonna get it.
And the Golden Globe goes to Russell Crowe.
Whoa! Oh, okay.
Russell Crowe could not be here with us tonight because he is at home in Australia protecting his family from the devastating bushfires.
Oh, shit.
He sent along this message in case he won. Make no mistake, the tragedy unfolding in Australia is climate change based. We need to act based on science, move our global workforce to renewable energy, and respect our planet for the unique and amazing place it is. That way, we all have a future. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Golden Globe winner and nominee tonight for the awards on Net.
Wait, she just said he sent a video. They didn't even show said video. What the fuck?
Our first nominated drama is set during the First World War. 2 young British soldiers are given an impossible mission to deliver
1917.
a message deep in enemy territory.
I'm gonna see this Thursday. I'm very excited.
1,600 men and one of the soldiers' brothers from walking straight into
There's a reason I haven't put my best list out yet, guys.
Nominated for 3 Golden Globes. This is 19.
Not just because I couldn't.
I have a brother in the second battalion. Yes, sir. You see, with your help, I'd like to keep it that way. But they're walking into a trap. Your orders are to deliver a message calling off tomorrow morning's attack. If you don't, you will lose 1,600 men. Your brother London.
This is one of the biggest ones. Last man standing.
All right. Safe to say, already a pretty surprising night. Maybe I wasn't. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe this is going to be a surprise tonight. I hope that's not for the movie categories because I want Irishman and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood to win things. But hey, I look at it this way: Rami Youssef just won. So maybe this means that another Rami can also win tonight. Maybe that's what this means. Maybe this is a sign that another Rami can also win. But I guess we'll have to see. Yeah, I heard Russell Crowe was pretty great. I mean, I can't really say much because, again, I didn't watch the show, unfortunately. But I heard it was pretty great. So congrats to him. That was definitely very surprising to me. I thought for sure it would be Jared Harris, especially since Chernobyl's been winning everything. But hey, I mean, I guess they wanted to be different. So Russell Crowe wins. Interesting. Joker winning, I mean, again, I don't think that it's the one that deserves the win, but I kind of wanted to win because I just want to see the internet like lose their shit, and I think it'd be hilarious. You know, thoughts on Ricky Gervais, though, very 50-50 for me. Some jokes I think are working. Some jokes I think he really should not have said. The Greta Thunberg one, I did not like that at all. The stuff he said about Judi Dench, I mean, just... You can tell he's drunk. You can tell he doesn't care. And I used to like him a lot more, but like as the years have gone on, I'm not as into his style as much. I know he did it in 2016 and I remember him being funny then, but like, I don't know. He's already going a little too far for me. We'll have to see, I guess. Yeah, I really liked Bombshell a lot. I think a lot of people were disappointed that it wasn't like as good as they thought, but like I really liked it. I don't think it's like an amazing movie or anything, but Margot Robbie and Charlize Theron and Nicole Kidman and fucking John Lithgow were enough of a reason for me to really enjoy it. So yeah, I really enjoyed that one for sure, and I wish more people were talking about it. And yeah, definitely, it definitely did expose Fox News quite well. Best animated film. Here's an unpopular opinion. Best animated film of the 2010s is Anomalisa. No question. It's my favorite film of the last decade, and it's easily my favorite film, my favorite animated film of the 2010s. Worst? That's tough because there's a few that come to my mind. Emoji Movie, I think it's definitely in that conversation. Legends of Oz, Dorothy's Return is definitely up there. Norm of the North is definitely up there. Food Fight, I think, was this decade, right? Was last decade. I think it was. Was it last decade? Okay. Yeah. Probably Food Fight, honestly. I finally saw Food Fight last year, and it was as dreadful as I was expecting. So I'd probably say Food Fight because, look, as much as I hate Emoji Movie and fucking Norm of the North and movies like that, at least those movies are rendered well. At least they don't look like they're unfinished. Food Fight does, so I'd probably say Food Fight. But yeah, best is definitely Anomalisa. And again, guys, I already said this is the top of the hour. This is not a live cover. This is not a broadcasting of the Golden Globes. It's me reacting to them. It's my stupid reactions. If you guys like it, then watch it. If not, then I don't know. I can't really, I thought he was funny when he did it at first, but I feel like now it's kind of getting very old, and his shtick is not really working for me so far this time.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Elton John and Bernie Taupin.
Oh shit, this is for Rocket Man. Let's go. Oh, I was gonna say she's at Bernie Taupin, but Elton John just walked out. All right, there he is. There he is. There's Bernie. Two legends, let me tell you. Two legends. I'd love to see I'm Gonna Love Me Again win Best Original Song. I think it's going to be Into the Unknown, but I'd love to see I'm Gonna Love Me Again win. Joey King! Be a longer standing ovation than when Tom Hanks gets his Cecil B. DeMille later.
Musical fantasy about the amazing breakthrough years of this chart-topping global superstar.
It's also the story of a lifelong friendship, and I can't see it, and somehow partnership with this Golden Globe legend.
Nominated for 3 Golden Globes, this is Rocket Man.
My name is Reginald.
Enough people did not see this movie.
Can you even play the piano now? Do they want to just sing the notes ridiculous marathon? People don't pay to see Red White. They pay to see Elton John.
Taron Egerton is still probably one of my favorite performances of last year. I don't think he had an Oscar, but it's really cool he got nominated for Golden Globes. Oh no, he's back. All right, let's see what he says.
In a little while, we're going to see a short clip from The Irishman. It's 88 minutes long.
Oh my God. How many more jokes about the runtime?
In the meantime,
It's a long movie, okay? There were.
there were so many reasons to watch television the past year.
Some
Some people
people-
watch to be entertained.
That was mine. It was. Go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
Some people watch to be entertained, others to escape from the news. Most of us for a combination of the two.
And let's not forget 5 of the best reasons to watch the brilliance of these nominees for supporting actor in a series, limited series, or motion picture made for television.
All right. I've said Stellan Skarsgård was going to get this, but now I have no idea. So let's just see what happens. Maybe him. Who knows? Maybe he'll win. It'd be great if he won too. He's fantastic in that show.
And the Golden Globe goes to Stellan Skarsgård.
All right, no surprises here, I guess. Wow, when I think there's going to be a surprise, there is. When I don't think there's going to be a surprise, there is one. What the fuck? I literally can't predict anything. I am a stupid man, guys. I'm a stupid man. But still a deserving win. Still a very deserving win. He was fantastic in that show.
I was so sure that I shouldn't win, so I already thanked everybody. I thanked the brilliant director, Joan Rank and Craig Mason for his great script, and all the producers from Sister Pictures and HBO and everybody. I should, though, thank one person, and that is Milos Forman said to me a couple of years ago, "Stellan, I've seen so many films with you, but I never remember your face." And I realized it was because I don't have any eyebrows. Nobody can tell if I'm angry or surprised. It's not like Colin Farrell. You can tell if he's angry 20 miles away. So, but for this film, Daniel Parker made a couple of eyebrows for me. And
yep, it worked out. It worked out. It did work out. All right, so probably supporting actors is next. Oh, God.
here are the nominees for Best
Oh, we're getting right into it. Okay. I don't think it's going to be Big Little Lies, but we'll see. I mean, it could happen, but we'll see. Surprised I got in there.
And the Golden Globes goes to Succession HBO.
Oh, okay. Wow. I did not know that had as much of a chance, but holy shit.
Thank you very much. Thank you to the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Thanks to HBO for their tremendous support, to Richard Plepler, to Casey Bloys, Francesca Rossi, and Nora Skinner, who've given us such good support. And for everyone else who works on the show, it's a team show. And I am here as the representative to accept it on behalf of all of us. So if you've ever appeared on the call sheet or in the titles of Succession, congratulations, we've won a Golden Globe.
Wow. Okay, I gotta watch this show now, I guess. Damn. All right. So here's the thing. Like I said, when I thought that it wouldn't be surprising, it is, and it isn't. And then when I think it's not going to be surprising, that's when it is. I will say right now, Stellan Skarsgård winning, absolutely deserving. I thought that, especially his scene in the finale, you know what scene I'm talking about. I think that alone is what got him the win. And Stellan Skarsgård is one of those actors that, like, he's been in a lot of things, but I don't think he's ever gotten, like, this amount of acclaim that he did for this. So I think it's definitely a very deserving win. I mean, I would have loved to see Jared Harris get it for Best Actor, but I'll take Stellan Skarsgård for sure because he was fantastic in that show, definitely. As far as Succession, that was such a surprise because, look, I know a lot of people love Succession, and I've seen a lot of people put on, like, their best shows of the year list. But I was not expecting for the Hollywood Foreign Press to love it as much as they did, to have it win over like Big Little Lies and The Crown and things like that. This is huge. Like, this show has come out of nowhere. And look, this is really good for them because now people are going to watch Succession. People are going to want to see this show now because they're like, holy shit, how did this beat out Big Little Lies? How did this beat out The Crown? Like, people are going to be very surprised about that, as am I. I did not at all think the show had a chance of winning. But it did, and I think I'm gonna watch it now. I mean, I was already like kind of thinking about watching it, but now I have to. After this acclaim, I have to watch this show. I have to see how great it truly is. Because I saw the first episode, and I wasn't really the biggest fan of it, but I heard it got really fucking great after that. So I think I'm gonna have to pick that one back up again. We'll have to see. I think definitely before season 3, I'll probably watch it. Into the Unknown, yeah, it's a great song, but I don't think anything comes close to Let It Go, to be honest. Yeah, Terrell, Ricky Gervais is not doing it for me this year. I think that he just does not seem like he's into this at all, and his jokes are, especially The Irishman, are really tiring. Like, yes, it's a long movie, but like back in like the fucking like 50s and 40s or whatever, there were all kinds of like long movies that came out and things like that, and I don't understand why we have to joke about it. Like, it's really dumb. And I'm not just saying it because it's Scorsese. I'd say that for any movie. I think it's dumb that like people keep like talking about the runtime and shit. Like, it's stupid. Like, I get it that people have lives and they don't have time to like consume that whole film in like one sitting, but like it's doable, guys. It's doable. It's not the longest movie in the world. It's not fucking San Tango, which fucking Caden somehow saw in theaters. It's like an 8-hour film. Like, there are longer films out there than The Irishman. This is just the longest in a long time. So yeah. I don't know if I mean, Alexander and Bill are all kinds of talented for sure, but Stellan's pretty great too. That entire family is massively talented. So I don't think I would necessarily say that, Terrell. I think they're all equally talented. All right, so I'm assuming next, since they're doing the TV ones, we're probably going to get to Best Actor very soon, which, pulling for Rami, guys, pulling for Rami. I don't know if it's going to happen, but hey, Rami already won, so maybe 2 Ramis can win. Who knows? But we'll have to see. And the other category, I think they said that we're going to see a clip of The Irishman soon, which I'm excited for, obviously. Yeah. Oh, he's back. Yay.
Still having a good time?
I mean, yeah, when you're not here, I am.
The meal tonight was all vegetables, as are the members of the Hollywood Foreign Press. Please welcome their president, Lorenzo Soria.
Wow, he makes fun of them and then brings one of them on. That's great.
Ricky, you keep saying this is your last year hosting. For God's sake, please put it in writing. On behalf of the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, welcome. I'm honored to be here to celebrate and recognize extraordinary artists. You move us. You inspire us.
Yeah, they move us like Bo Rap did for you apparently last year.
As we enter a new decade and envision what our future holds, we know we can do better. That as an industry, as a collective, and as individuals, we have the power to make our every action count, to give purpose to everything we do. Thank you for joining us and enjoy the show.
All right, that was nice. That was nice. I mean, I still don't know if I like you very much because of what won last year, but that was good. Woo! Yeah! Goat! It's the goat! It's the goat. You know what? You know, I'm gonna annoy people. Yeah! Goat Sazy, let's go!
This next drama was brilliantly directed by my dear friend since his NYU film school days, Martin Scorsese. His epic saga chronicles the life of hitman Frank Sheehan and the disappearance of union boss Jimmy.
I know that's only Harvey Keitel, but who cares?
Carried on the shoulders of Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Joe Pesci. It's a tale of family, regret, the bonds we forge, and those we tragically allow to unravel. This is The Irishman. What's it mean? My cousin wants to work for him. Oh, yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you. It was like the army. Your father orders. We got rewarded. Back then, there was nobody in this country who didn't know who Jimmy Hoffa was.
Hi, Frank. Would you like to be part of history?
And things they don't know I know. What else you say? Even when he's gone. Okay, we did it right. Right. Anyone know if I did it or not?
Woo! Look up cinematic Kino. That's what comes up. Oh fuck! What's next? Oh my god, are we doing Best Actor already? I'm not mentally prepared for this.
Mary and I are both very happy to be here.
We are. Some say this next group of nominees are either god-like dolls or a bunch of flea bags who are dead to me. Either way, they're all marvelously talented.
Here are the nominees for Best Actress in a TV series, musical, or comedy.
Okay, I think it's gonna be Phoebe, but who knows anymore? Maybe she'll win it. I don't know. I forgot to watch that one. I gotta watch that still. I heard it's pretty great. She was great, so I'd be fine if she won too. Honestly, all of these nominations are great, so like any of them would be fine.
And the Golden Globe goes to Phoebe Waller.
Woo! Yes. All right, that one I got right. Mark it down. I got that two. I got two right so far. I'm not doing a predictions thing, but I got it right.
Oh my gosh,
thank you so much to the HFBA for this. This is really heavy and cool. This really comes down to Andrew Scott, really, because that man, there was a lot of talk about the chemistry of us in the show. That really, he can have chemistry with a pebble. So, so I love being Andrew's pebble in this, and thank you so much for bringing so much fire to this season. Thank you so much to Harry Bradbeer, my amazing director, who even when I was like, that's not how it's meant to be done, and he's like, do it my way, and he's right. It really annoys me because I'm meant to have been the writer. This has been so extraordinary, and I'd like to take this opportunity to take a very special thank you to our director of photography, Tony Miller, who made the show look like a movie with a budget of, well, thank you, Amazon and BBC, but a small budget. And
2 out of 4, yes, you are right, that one, chick. I'm glad you're keeping count. I appreciate that, because I don't know how to count, okay? I'm not good with numbers, so I'm glad you're doing that.
And thank you so much to my agents and to Amazon and BBC, sincerely, for picking up this little scrap of the show and bringing it all the way here. This means the world to me. Thank you so much.
Yes. Imagine he's presenting the category he's nominated for. That'd be fucking hilarious. It's not happening, but it'd be great.
The Golden Globes have a long history of recognizing the very best in international movies.
A Man and a Woman, Z, and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon are just a few of the classics that were named as Best Foreign Language Film.
Oh, shit. Okay. Wow, this one's really difficult, guys. I really don't know what's going to win. Even though it's not a foreign film, but okay. Woo! Woo! That one's great too. I'm gonna review that very soon. I got a lot of things to say about it. I mean, obviously, but yes. Woo!
Wow, amazing, unbelievable. Yeah, I'm foreign language filmmaker, so I have a translator here. Please understand. 그 자막, 서브타이틀의 장벽도 아니죠. 한 1인치 정도 되는 그 장벽을 뛰어넘으면 여러분들이 훨씬 더 많은 영화를 즐길 수 있습니다.
Once you overcome the 1-inch tall barrier of subtitles, you will be introduced to so many more amazing films.
Yep. Seriously, the fact that people have a problem with that is ridiculous.
오늘 함께 후보에 오른 알모도바르 그리고 많은 멋진 세계 영화 감독들과 같이 후보에 오를 수 있어서 너무 그 자체가 이미 영광이었고요.
Just being nominated along with fellow amazing international filmmakers was a huge honor.
I think we use only just once the language, the cinema. Thank you.
Great speech. All right, so not a ton to really say because pretty much what I expected is what won. I'm very happy for Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Like I said, just the amount of stuff that Fleabag has been winning is unreal to me, and I think this pretty much confirms that Fleabag is going to win Best Comedy. I don't think there's any question about that whatsoever. And then as far as Parasite, I mean, I could have told you that. I didn't even bring that one up because that was like the most obvious one. Obviously, Parasite was going to win. I'm so happy that it did. And yeah, not really much to talk about there, I got to say. All right. Okay, so there's a lot of reasons for sure, Terrell, but I think the big reason is Well, the one big one is because it came out, against the Star Wars film. It came out the same week as that, and that alone was always going to be a red flag. That was, even if the movie was good, that was always going to be, I think, its biggest stipulation is the fact that it was coming out the same week as a Star Wars film. That was always a bad sign. That was always something that should not have happened. If they really wanted this movie to do well, they should have released it like Christmas week. That's when they should have done it. But aside from that, it's the terrible reviews. It's just, and not just the terrible reviews, the overwhelmingly terrible reviews. And I think just how much people just really didn't care. And also the lack of promotion as well, because there wasn't a lot. So yeah, I'd say, it coming out during the same week as the Star Wars film, coupled with the onslaught of terrible reviews, I think that's essentially why it ended up doing as bad as it did. And I can't say it's undeserving as well, because definitely it very much was. Yeah, I have been watching High School Musical, the series. I'm a little bit behind. I'm like 4 or 5 episodes behind it, but I'm going to catch up, and I will definitely be reviewing it next week. I love it so far. I really am loving it a lot, more than I was expecting to be honest. I was expecting it to be a show that I was excited for, and then would like massively disappoint, but no, I'm really loving it quite a bit, so definitely going to be reviewing that one. Yeah, that was great. I loved Bong Joon-ho's speech, and I love what he said about like how people have like a stigma against foreign films, and it's ridiculous, and that people need to open themselves up more. Because like, yes, you have to read, but there's so much more to a foreign film than just reading. There's a certain craft and a certain sort of quality that you just don't see in like US releases. Like whenever I watch a foreign film, it's not just the subtitles that stick out to me. What stick out the most is how good the storytelling is, because things are a lot riskier and things like that. And there's a lot more opportunities in other foreign countries. And it's just cool to see different styles, different technicalities, all that kind of stuff. So I am always a huge advocate for supporting foreign films for sure. And I think the whole stigma of subtitles should really end very soon. Like I said in my Parasite review, I think Parasite is kind of like a gateway into people watching more foreign films. I think it could very much be one. And I think people should definitely, hopefully when watching Parasite, they realize, oh, this isn't that bad. And then they go on to other foreign films. I think it could definitely be a film that could do that for sure, hopefully. Cancellations in 2019. I mean, Swamp Thing easily, because like with other shows that were canceled, at least they got the chance to like, they had a season, they tried it out. I've never seen a show be canceled after its first episode when the season is still going and they still air the entire like first season. I've never seen that happen. Like I've seen shows be canceled during their first episode, and then they just like take it off the air. But I've never seen something like Swamp Thing happen before. And they didn't even give it a chance. Like people were loving the first episode. And the fact that the show ended, not because of bad reviews, but because they literally just did not have the budget to do it, I think is fucking ridiculous. So easily that one. But back to the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan, what the fuck is he here for?
This is Golden Globes ambassadors. They're two brothers who were chosen to highlight the HFPA's year-round philanthropic efforts. I am their biggest fan. In fact, I have known them all their lives. I'm thrilled to introduce my sons, Dylan and Paris.
Oh, okay. Wow. Holy shit, I did not know that.
Thank you, Dad. Our parents taught us about the importance of giving back. 1 in 9 people around the world are hungry. Many of them are children. That is why our cause is Feed, an organization that helps tackle childhood hunger.
Feed has provided more than 100 million school meals to children around the world and in the U.S. since 2007. And we are looking forward to raising awareness for this important issue. From the both of us, thank you for this honor.
And speaking of opening our hearts, all of us at the Golden Globes and the HFPA send our thoughts to the people affected by the bushfires in Australia.
Oh, yeah.
Stay strong. We're with you. God bless.
Yep.
And now from Saturday Night Live in Bombshell, Kate McKinnon.
Wow, I wonder what she's here for.
How are you guys? The Carol Burnett Award is given to someone who, like its namesake,
I thought this was for Bombshell, but I guess not.
has given us decades of laughter, tears, and a new sense of what's possible. So I would like to read a list of things that tonight's recipient, Ellen DeGeneres, has personally given me. And some of these are spiritual, and some of them are pieces of clothing I got to keep after doing impressions of her on her talk show. A roadmap for a way to be funny that is grounded in an expression of joy. 2 pairs of Stan Smith sneakers. That's one of the clothes ones. A desire to bring everyone together by laughing about the things that we have in common. My best collared shirts. A sense of self. I have to explain that one more. In 1997, when Ellen's sitcom was at the height of its popularity, I was in my mother's basement lifting weights in front of the mirror and thinking, am I gay? And I was. And I still am. But that's a very scary thing to suddenly know about yourself. It's sort of like doing 23andMe and discovering that you have alien DNA. And the only thing that made it less scary was seeing Ellen on TV. She risked her entire life and her entire career in order to tell the truth, and she suffered greatly for it. Of course, attitudes change, but only because brave people like Ellen jump into the fire to make them change. And if I hadn't seen her on TV, I would have thought, I could never be on TV. They don't let LGBTQ people on TV. And more than that, I would have gone on thinking that I was an alien and that I maybe didn't even have a right to be here. So thank you, Ellen, for giving me a shot at a good life. And thank you also for the sweater with the picture of the baby goat on it. Let's take a look at her career.
Okay, that was much better than I thought it would be.
We do things we're never going to do in them. We stand up. These are good. These are good. These are good. I like these.
Please give a warm welcome to Ellen DeGeneres.
You have to stay in shape, though, don't you? Yeah. You know, my grandmother started walking 5 miles a day when she was 60. She's 93 today, and we don't know where the hell she is.
Your first appearance on network television, Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Please welcome Ellen DeGeneres.
What is wrong? Why do I have to be so ashamed? I mean, why can't I just say the truth? Susan, I'm gay.
For the first time, the lead character of a primetime show will reveal herself to be gay. Oh boy, has the world been talking about that?
It was called the puppy episode because we wanted to keep it a secret until it aired, and because Ellen throws her career away, seemed to on the nose. I lost my sitcom when I came out. The same people who loved me overnight just hated me. There's only one place to go after that, and that is world domination. So
I fucking love Ellen.
they say we use 10% of our brain, and I think, imagine what we could accomplish if we used the other 60%. Do you know what I'm saying? For every person that gets done, we will donate $10,000 for breast cancer research. The really most important thing in your life is to live your life with integrity. But that's fine, yes, but that is.
Yes, yes, yes.
The goal of Ellen Fund is to save a species from growing extinction.
It's been amazing. Dream come true. Very exciting to be hosting Saturday Night Live. And a thrill for me to be hosting the Grammy Awards. Welcome to the Oscars. What would bug the Taliban more than seeing a gay woman in a suit surrounded by Jews? Here's my happy place. We want to give each one of you a 4-year scholarship.
Inspires us to be better. One joke, one dance at a time.
I thank you and I celebrate you all.
Very deserving award for sure. Rami Malek. I saw him. I saw him. I know it's about Ellen, but I saw Rami.
Thank you so much. You never know where life takes you, huh? Before I say anything, in Australia, I love you. My heart goes out to everyone who is suffering in Australia, all the animals that we've lost.
Yep.
Kate, you're incredible, and thank you so much. I know how hard, I hate being asked to do things like this, so thank you for doing this. Thank you for flying here. Thank you for writing something. Thank you for the amazing, the words that you said. Thank you so much. I love you. I love it. Thank you so much to the Hollywood Foreign Press. I feel humbled and honored to receive this. The first person after Cal Burnett is quite an honor, so thank you so much. It's a prestigious award, and what I like most about it is that I knew coming in I would win. Because, I mean, there's nothing worse than sitting there, like most of you, waiting and wondering if you're going to win, and politely acting like, oh, I'm going to listen to everybody's speeches like it's nice, and it's not.
For real though.
Because people just go on and 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 on, and you're like, oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be quick. Although I don't have to because it's a special award and they don't play me off. I mean, I don't have to end. You know, because it's a special
Just have it go for the rest of the broadcast. Just make this the Ellen Awards.
25 minutes, but that's for my reference, just to see.
Or award, I guess.
But I could go on. I'm not. I'm going to keep it quick. I was born in New Orleans in 1959, January 26th. Dr. Swanson delivered me at 8:43 in the morning. A rainy, and not, I mean, Louisiana.
Why isn't Ellen just hosting this? Seriously. All her jokes are like gangbusters.
I think it was a Buick. It could have been a Ford or a Chrysler. It was a Buick. I think it was a Buick. 20 minutes they brought me home in a car. And before I knew it, I had a successful sitcom, and I came out. And then I lost that sitcom, and then I got another sitcom, and I lost that sitcom too, and then I got to do something that I'd never been able to do before, and that is make my own whiskey. And after that, I got a talk show, and I was able to be myself. And it was 17 years ago, and I feel like you've all really gotten to know me over the past 17 years. I am an open book. And I couldn't have done it without my husband, Mark. You are my rock. Thank you for supporting me through this crazy journey. I know it wasn't easy for you or the kids. Rupert and Fiona, go to bed. I love you. That's funny because they're in college now. The point is, you all know me, and obviously you know me, or else you wouldn't have laughed at all that. I feel like we all think we know someone. There's a connection when we watch someone on TV for as long as we are on TV, and that's what it was like for me with Carol Burnett. I felt like I knew her. I felt like she showed us who she was every week. She was larger than life. She was. We counted on her to make us feel good, and she delivered every single week. She never let us down. She was hilarious in all the sketches that she did, and when she did the Q&A with the audience, she was just genuine and personal, and I always felt like she was speaking to me. When at the end of the show, every time she pulled her ear, I knew she was saying, "It's okay, I'm gay too." Television, it inspired and influenced everything that I am today. Lucille Ball, Mary Tyler Moore, Marlo Thomas, Dick Van Dyke, Bob Newhart, Mannix. There's a little bit of all of them in me. That doesn't sound right, but you know what I'm saying. All I've ever wanted to do is make people feel good and laugh, and there's no greater feeling than when someone tells me that I've made their day better with my show, or that I've helped them get through a sickness or a hard time in their lives. But the real power of television for me is that, not that people watch my show, but people watch my show and then they're inspired to go out and do the same thing in their own lives. They make people laugh or be kind or help someone that's less fortunate than themselves. And that is the power of television, and I'm so, so grateful to be a part of it. Thank you so much, everybody.
Wonderful speech.
The spectacular stars that Hollywood's Party of the Year are gearing up with Tom Hanks and...
Seriously though, like I said, why can't we just have like Ellen hosting? Because like compared to Ricky Gervais, like every joke hit. Every single joke was great. And I think that speech alone showed why she absolutely deserved that award. And that was fantastic to see. But yeah. Really great stuff for sure. Other than that, not much to really talk about here. Oh yeah. No, I totally get what you're saying, that one chick, because I have a friend in my group chat right now who's like, I want to say like a minute behind all of us. And so I keep like talking about my reactions in the chat, and like everyone's getting pissed because it's like, bro, he hasn't like seen the show yet. And I'm like he hasn't seen like the winner yet. So yeah, I totally get that. But yeah, that must be funny when like you hear a really bad joke, you're like, oh, I can't wait to see how Kevin's gonna react. So yeah, I totally get that that one chick. That's pretty funny. But yeah, no, a lot of these jokes are just, they're not doing it for me. I gotta say, a lot of these jokes are not very good. I will say, I don't like Kate McKinnon, but that was much better than I was expecting. I was expecting her to do something kind of cringy, but I actually liked how heartfelt that speech was. You could tell that Ellen actually was a big influence for her and someone that really helped her become who she is today. And I really did appreciate that, especially like when she talked about how, you know, she felt she was alone and then she watched Ellen. I thought that was actually a pretty nice speech, better than I thought it would be for sure. Best comeback of 2019, Al Pacino, man, easily. Al Pacino is absolutely my favorite. You think I'd say Robert De Niro, but like he's been doing some great stuff for a while. I'm definitely Al Pacino. I mean, my least favorite film of all time, Jack and Jill. He's not even good in that, and he hadn't done a movie in years. Robert De Niro at least was still doing stuff. Al Pacino literally hadn't done anything since like Jack and Jill. To see him come back, not just with The Irishman, but also in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and now he's got the show on Amazon. It's got to be Al Pacino. I mean, there's been some great comebacks for sure, but Al Pacino. Joe Pesci, I wouldn't really even say as much of a comeback because that was just a one and done thing. Like he even said that's probably the last we'll ever see him. Like he only came back because Scorsese was at the helm. If Scorsese was not at the helm, Joe Pesci would have never been in that film. And he would have continued his retirement. He retired in the 90s for a reason. And if Scorsese did not want him to be in his film, he would not have done it. So, you know, if Scorsese wasn't directing the film, he definitely would not have done it. So I wouldn't even say that's a comeback. That was just a really great, I would say, like, it was a really great, like, one last role from Pesci. I'd say that's pretty much what that was. And yeah, definitely. I mean, Ellen is a national treasure for sure. She's one of those women where even knowing just like how great she is, you rediscover why you love her so much, like as an entertainer, and why she's just someone that's so great to listen to. And I think that speech was very, very indicative of that for sure. Favorite breakout star? That's a tough one. I mean, Calvin Harrison Jr.'s got to be up there for sure. Aisling Franciosi definitely has to be up there. I'd throw Zendaya in there. Probably Jeriel Jerome, honestly, I'd say is my number one, though. Just because the type of role that he was playing, what he had to do, I mean, just it's unprecedented. It's unprecedented. Florence Pugh as well, definitely in the conversation. I mean, I've never seen someone have that kind of a year before, where she gives like 2 of the best performances of the year. One of them she might be getting a Best Supporting Actress nomination for, and then she's also on Fire with My Family and like blows me away in there. I've never seen something like that happen. And oh look, Ricky Gervais is back, my favorite.
Has 3 nominations tonight. Yeah.
What is this about?
See what can happen if you don't dress people up as cats. It's that easy.
Oh my God.
Here are 2 of the nominated stars, Ana de Armas and Daniel Craig.
Woo! Okay, this I do care about. This I very much care about.
Our next comedy's modern take on the whodunit. When a renowned crime novelist is found dead at his estate, a debonair detective arrives to investigate.
He must sift through a dysfunctional family, devoted staff of web of red herrings and self-serving lies to uncover the truth. Nominated.
It's so weird. We're going to be seeing these two in like No Time to Die in a few months. I'm very excited.
My father committed suicide. Why are you here?
I suspect foul play. Was Harlan planning on cutting off Johnny? Did he plan to find Walford? Yeah, Richard having an affair. That's some heavy-duty conjecture.
I got to see this again sometime. This is, it's so rewatchable. That's an interesting pairing.
Yeah, showbiz. Look at that. All I can say when I look at this room is I'm wearing more makeup than a corpse.
So many great actors have brought home a Golden Globe for Best Actor in a TV drama.
And I would have looked them up at the Wi-Fi. It sucks back there. It's not from Apple. There was no Apple products back there. Here's what it is. Let's focus on these 2 nominees, and here they are.
For Succession, Brian Cox.
I don't think he's going to. Oh, shit. Here we go. Okay. This is the real shit. Oh. Okay, I want to be respectful to Cam, but I gotta film this shit. Oh my God. Ah, we were so close. We had a Rami win, but it was I mean, I'm sure the show is great, but well, at least we had one Rami win, just not the Rami I wanted. But you know what? I've heard he's pretty great, so good for him. At least it's not Kit Harington.
Hi. I'm sorry. I mean, this kind of event does your head in.
No, it really does. It does your head in. And first of all, I want to apologize to my fellow nominees for winning this. I mean, I'm sorry. And that's all I can say. I'm sorry, but I never expected this. And I've been in this business, well, next year I've been in this business for 60 years.
Yes, yes. Don't remind me that one, chick. Please, don't remind me. I could have had this one. I could have had it. I could have had it. Didn't happen.
And I just never thought this would ever happen to me. So I'm a wee bit shocked. And I just want to say that it wouldn't have happened if I hadn't worked with the most extraordinary bunch of people ever. The cast and the crew of Succession. And our genius, Jesse Armstrong, you saw him just now. An incredibly modest man, but man, what a talent, what a gift. I mean, and he's inspired us to do the best work, and there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it when you've got a showrunner who comes along and says, and you know, empowers you to do your best work. So thank you, Jesse, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have had this. So thank you. And thank you, everyone. Also, I want to thank my family for forbearance, and my lovely wife, who's here tonight, for putting up with me for all this crappy time. Thank you.
Oh wow, they didn't cut him off. Okay, I mean, I'll give him that, but we almost had it. We almost had it. I know there's other things to be upset about, but I really wanted Rami to win.
This year saw an abundance of memorable films, each of which started with a magnificent script.
And each of those scripts came from the mind of an extraordinary writer. Here are the nominations for Best Screenplay.
Okay, here we go. Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino's got this. I think he has this. I think he has this. Actually, no. I think Steven's Alien. I think might get it. I don't know.
And the Golden Globe goes to Quentin Tarantino.
Woo! All right. Yes. It's winning Best Comedy now, no question.
Wow, I can't believe I won over Steve's Alien. I gotta tell you that. I mean, I think it was only Margot giving me the award that was the mojo that pushed it over the edge. Congratulations, dudes. This is really lovely. I want to dedicate this award to the Dean of Screenwriters, Robert Bolt. And my favorite screenwriter growing up that made me want to be a screenwriter was John Mulius. And John Mulius' hero was Robert Bolt. So I am pushing it back to Mulius to Bolt, right here, right now. Normally the thing is when I'm winning a writing award, and you don't share the script with somebody else, you write it by yourself. Kind of don't really have anybody to thank. But this time, more than usually most, I had a fantastic cast. And it's not just the BS fantastic cast. It was a fantastic cast that took it from the page and had to add a slightly different layer than what was just on the page. Whether it was Leo in the trailer, whether it's Brad having his acid flashback, acid trip, or Margot's just truly goodness. Just the goodness that comes out of her that put more goodness in a movie than I've ever been involved in. And that goes down to everybody.
It is true. There's not a lot of wholesomeness in Tarantino films, but she did it.
So I want to thank you so much. And my wife was watching from Tel Aviv, who was pregnant with my very first child. Good luck, Bernard. I love you.
It was great. It was great. Oh, more awards. Okay. I thought we were about to go to commercial, but I guess not. Also from Cats. You got to throw that in there, but they didn't.
Amy and I are excited about this next category because we both love animation. Speak for yourself.
Wow, I really wonder what's going to win this one.
I like movies about people, by people. Wait, who do you think makes animated films? Tiny mice during the night. Duh. It makes sense. Here are the nominees for the Best Motion Picture Animated.
Frozen 2.
I mean, I love Frozen, but it's why? Okay, you guys thought it was mad about Rami Malek. No, if The Lion King wins, you have no idea.
Missing Link.
Whoa! Holy shit! What the? Whoa! Okay. Wow. Okay. Easily biggest surprise of the night. And there's been a lot, but like, wow.
Well, I'm flabbergasted.
Yeah, as are all of us.
To the HFPA. Thank you to, it takes a lot of people to make one of these movies. There was 450 talented artists, craftspeople, technicians, engineers who made this movie possible, human beings. Thank you to Ariane Stockler, my producer. Thank you to Travis Knight for making this possible. Just thank you, all of you. I am genuinely shocked.
Love you.
Thank
so
you.
much.
More thrilling stars are on the way. Plus more.
Okay. Wow. That is holy shit. Look, there's a lot of surprises tonight, but I don't think anything's going to be more surprising than that. That is not at all what I was expecting them to do. Look, I love Missing Link a lot. I don't love Missing Link. I like Missing Link quite a bit, more than I was expecting to. And I really love Leica. And I will say, the one really good thing about this is that Leica is a company that's been struggling for so long. So finally, they have some kind of a victory. Like they've been doing really badly. And they've been doing really badly lately, I think, especially in terms of like box office and things like that. And they were at a point where they were about to be, they were basically about to run into bankruptcy, like what Studio Ghibli went through a couple years ago. So it's good to see that they won something here, but it's definitely not better than Toy Story 4. Like this was easily Toy Story 4's win. I have no idea why they did not win. Frozen 2, I don't think would have been deserving either, to be honest. But hey, at least it wasn't The Lion King. So we achieved something. It was a film that was original, and it wasn't a film that had already been done. So we achieved something there. I will give them that. Yes, I'll address the elephant out of the room. Rami Malek did not win. Look, I can't say Terrell that he was robbed. I cannot say that because I haven't seen Succession. I've seen one episode. Brian Cox is pretty good from what I've seen. But I've only seen one episode, so I can't really say like, oh, he was robbed or something like that. Like I can't really say that, but I can say what I can definitely say is that I'm very surprised that he won over someone like Rami Malek, and he has to be like really fucking great in that show to win over someone like Rami Malek, because at least in my humble opinion, there are not many actors, at least right now, that are on the level of Rami Malek. I just don't think there are. And maybe I'm biased, maybe I am. It's really, I mean, I'm very surprised that Cox won. I like I said, at least Kit Harington didn't win. At least it wasn't him. At least someone won that wasn't Kit Harington. And yeah.
Sorry, guys, I'm just messaging the chat I'm in because everyone's freaking out. The missing link just won. Oh yeah, that's yeah, Terrell. In terms of Shameless and Homeland, I stopped watching those shows a long time ago. I joke with my friend that loves Shameless that Shameless only had 4 seasons because to me those are the only seasons that are worth any mention whatsoever. Anything after that is pretty much trash. So yeah, I really do not like Shameless very much. And Homeland, I just didn't care. I really just did not care after the 6th season. I was watching it, I was reviewing it for you guys, and I'm like, you know what? I could continue watching this show, but there's things like Leftovers. There's things like Westworld out there. Are those better than Homeland? No. And I've said it before, Showtime for me is the weakest of the like premium networks out there. I'm excited for the Penny Dreadful series and things like that. But in terms of that, there's not a lot that I watch on Showtime these days. I actually didn't watch the recent live in front of a studio audience. I heard it was good though. I saw I did see the clip of Martin Short singing the Facts of Life theme. That was pretty funny, but I did not see that actually. But oh, we're back to the show. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I didn't bring up Quentin Tarantino because you guys know how I feel about that. They're very happy for him. Great win overall, and it made up for that not happening. So
the next nominee for Motion Picture Comedy is a film that celebrates movies in a time of change.
Set in 1969, Los Angeles, it is the story of the enduring friendship between an actor and his stunt double. When I asked Quentin how he wanted us to play 2 aging movie guys who were on their way out, he said, just be yourselves. Nominated for 5 Golden Globes.
The 9th film from Quentin Tarantino, this is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Take my hand and go. Walk with me this day. In my heart I know I will never stray.
You're a dog. Don't you forget it.
Please welcome actors and executive producer The Politician, Gwyneth Paltrow.
What the hell is this for? Oh, is this Cecil B. DeMille? Is this for Tom Hanks?
Their performances were brilliant.
Oh, I guess not. Okay.
They were on screen was mesmerizing.
What the hell is this?
Here are the nominees for Best Supporting
Okay, here we go. It's going to be Kathy Bates or Margot Robbie. I think it's going to be one of them. There are a lot of things I've been wrong about tonight, but I think it is going to be one of them. I don't know why she's nominated, but she's great. Maybe she can win. I don't know. I don't think it's happening, but maybe.
And the Golden Globe goes to Laura Dern.
Okay. Fine. Great actress, but I don't think it's an Oscar-worthy performance at all.
Thank you, Hollywood Foreign Press. My first time here, I was 14 years old. It's a great honor to be with you again tonight and to share this evening with extraordinary fellow actors who I so admire. Thank you for your incredible work. We long to be of service to give voice to the voiceless. And thanks to the brilliant Noah Baumbach,
I got to do just that, give voice, pay tribute to the divorce lawyer. Long overdue. So, thank you, Noah, for your seamless perfection, your guidance, your mentorship forever. Thank you to the most amazing cast, the dream cast of Adam and Scarlett and Alan and Ray and Julie and Merritt and Eji and everyone that worked on this film, our crew, to the incredible Netflix, our fearless leaders, to Scott, to the ever kind-hearted nobleman.
What the fuck?
Ted.
Why is it the back of them?
Amazing drive. And I just want to say,
What the fuck was that?
Part of a film that, yes, tells the story of a family finding their way for their child through the end of a marriage, but the global look that Noah takes at what divisiveness is and how we must all come together as one for the sake of something greater, perhaps our planet even. So thank you so much, Noah, for the most incredible ride ever. All my love, thank you all.
What the fuck is going on with the cameraman? Oh my god. Oh, he's on The Voice now? What the fuck? Okay.
Wow, you look amazing tonight, baby. I'm so glad we get out of the house, get this beautiful party.
Yeah, well, nice try, Nick, but this does not count as date night, clearly.
Here are the nominees for Best TV Series, Musical, or Comedy.
Fleabag! I think. Fleabag, at least. Yes! Nobody watches it, but it won last year, so who knows? I like it a lot, but no.
And the Golden Globe goes to Fleabag!
Woo! Yes! Yes! Love it.
Oh, man! Thank you so much. I mean, to the HFPA again, thank you. This is literally the gang that made it. And I want to say huge thank you to everyone for supporting us so much. And we have such an incredible cast, and everyone poured so much into this show, so much heart and so much love. And we all, it's a bit gross, but we all became best friends. Which is ironic because the show is about such a lonely lady. So this means a huge amount to all of us. Thank you to Amazon and to the BBC for picking us up. And
all right, I'm getting closer, guys. I'm at 5. All right, I'm getting closer. Start off a little rough, but we're getting closer. All right, that's halfway. Halfway. I'll take it. So thank you for
that. Personally, I'd like to also thank Obama for putting us on his list.
Yes. That was great. That was great. I love that she acknowledged that.
He's always been on mine. And if you don't get that joke, please watch season 1 of Fleabag really quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much.
I mean, it'll take you like an hour and a half, so go for it. It literally only takes like 2 hours. But yeah, Fleabag winning, very happy about that, obviously. Like I think I've gone on about it long enough. I love the fact that Fleabag is getting more attention, and Phoebe Waller-Bridge is phenomenal. She was such a revelation in that show, and I love the fact that it's won all that stuff. And I love the fact that she acknowledged the Obama thing, because everyone was talking about that when it was on Obama's list. That's hilarious that she actually brought it up. So I love that. And look, as far as Laura Dern, yes, she gave a great performance in Marriage Story. You guys know that that's one of my favorite films of the year. I just don't personally think it's a Oscar-worthy performance. It's a performance that
was, you know, was as good as it could possibly be for sure. And Laura Dern was fantastic, but that's because she's Laura Dern. Like, let's be honest, this is not a win for the performance. It's a win because Laura Dern should have won years ago. And this is a very long overdue win. So I think that's why Laura Dern ended up winning. Great performance for sure. Again, I just don't personally think it's Oscar worthy over someone like, say, Margot Robbie or Kathy Bates, who I think had more. Should have definitely had a little bit more in there, but she still did a great job, and I love the fact that she won. So I'm fine with it. Like, if I seem like I was bitter, I'm fine with it. Like, it's not my she's not my pick, but I'm fine with her winning. I don't have a problem with that at all. So yeah. Also, that one chick, I was gonna say, I honestly gotta give you props for still following all of my predictions. I give you props for that, because I don't think I would have gotten that right myself. If you've seen my Oscar videos, every single time I do my predictions, I'm always wrong with like the statistics. So I give you props for that, for sure, for keeping track of that, because I couldn't do it myself. All right. Favorite sequel of 2019? Easy. Endgame. I mean, I don't think there's any question about it. It's Endgame. Endgame was my number one for so long, and then other movies came out and dethroned it. But it's definitely very close to my number one. So Endgame easily. Least favorite? What the fuck was it? I've forgotten now what my least favorite was. There were so many sequels that I just hated last year that, like, I've honestly forgotten what my least favorite. Let me look real quick. Least favorite. Oh, Descendants 3. Easily Descendants 3. I mean, literally one of the most, like, I think, laziest endings to any franchise I've ever seen. So Descendants 3, definitely. Okay, here's the thing with the Lizzie McGuire reboot. I'm excited for it, but I can't really say that I am, because I didn't really grow up with the show. It was a show I watched episodes of, but it's not one that I've watched like a ton of, because I just was too young when it was on. I didn't really watch a ton of it and things like that. And yeah, so I can't say that, like, while I am very excited for it, and I'm sure that once I watch, you know, the show, which I'm going to before the Disney Plus show, I'll really love it a lot, and I'll be very excited for it. But at the moment, I can't say I'm like hyped out of my mind, because I just didn't watch it a ton. Like, really, the first Disney Channel, I'll just tell you right now, the first Disney Channel show I watched like regularly was either the Lilo and Stitch series or That's So Raven. Those were the two ones I watched like regularly. Lizzie McGuire and especially Even Stevens, I just did not watch all that much. So any shows like before then, I don't have a lot of I don't have as much like love for. Not because they're bad, because I mean, Kim Possible, I watched some episodes before the new movie. I really love that show a lot. I just personally don't have that nostalgic connection like a lot of people do, because I didn't watch it much as a kid. Yeah, no, like I said, I didn't start like regularly till like 2003, I'd say. So yeah, I didn't really watch it much. I just noticed we haven't seen Ricky Gervais in a while. I wonder why. Oh my God, we still are not seeing Ricky Gervais.
Here are the nominees for Best Original Song.
Wow.
From Cats, Beautiful Ghosts. From Rocket Man, I'm Gonna Love Me Again.
I'd be very happy if that won, but I think it's going to be Into the Unknown, which I'd be fine with. Like, I don't like the movie, but I'd be fine with that winning.
And the Golden Globe goes to I'm Gonna Love Me Again.
Whoa! Holy shit! Yes! Yes! I like that! Fuck yeah! Wow! Okay.
You know, this is really sweet because this is not just about a song we wrote for a movie. This is a song we wrote for a movie which deals with our relationship. And it's a relationship that doesn't happen very much in this town. It's a 52-year-old marriage. So thank you. Thank you to all my fellow nominees, who are all great songwriters. It's very humbling under the Hollywood Foreign Press. To everybody who worked on Rocket Man, to Giles Martin, who made the record with Greg Kirsten, to Taryn, who helped me sing it, to everyone involved, to David, to Matthew, to Dexter, our director, to Paramount, everyone involved in this film. It was one of the most emotional moments of my life. And to win this, the first time I've ever won an award with him. We never won a Grammy, we never did anything together, except for this. And I'm so happy. Thank you very much.
Oh wow! I did not know that they never won like an Emmy together or like an award together. Oh wow! I'm very happy about that.
The hero of this.
You know what? This time that's a good statistic. Okay, this time I'm happy I was wrong.
Who spreads Nazi propaganda and only has imaginary friends. His name is Mark Zuckerberg.
I'm losing my fucking voice, guys. Jesus Christ.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, this is an old intro for the Social Network. I'm actually talking about Jojo Rabbit. It's nominated for 2 Golden Globes and is directed by its star, the brilliant and groundbreaking Taika Waititi. Here it is. You boys get involved in such activities as board games.
I don't think I can do this. Promise? Of course you can. I'm not telling you. See? Thank you. Present. I'm the enemy. You're not a Nazi, Jojo. It's when we were kids. Doesn't make sense anymore. Yeah, I know. It's definitely not a good time to be a Nazi.
Next, the star from C, Jason Momoa, plus the most anticipated award, the Golden Globes on NBC.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, it's already 9:30. Okay, we're good. All right. No. I thought it was going to be Into the Unknown for sure. Like I thought for sure like there was no chance it had. I didn't think it had any chance whatsoever. So yeah, I did get that wrong. But 5 out of 11, I'll take it for this one. So no, I did not get that one right. You were close though. You were close. But wow, again, I said before, I think the most shocking award of the night was going to be Missing Link. I think this might have beat it, honestly, because I think besides Toy Story 4, the most obvious was going to be that Into the Unknown would win Best Original Song. I would have been fine with that, to be honest. Like, I love the song, and I don't have a problem with that winning at all. But you know, I don't have a problem with that song like winning at all, to be honest. But considering how much I adore Rocket Man, especially how much I adored Taron Egerton in that film, I'm very happy that I'm Gonna Love Me Again won over it. I think that it's definitely a fantastic song. I remember when I listened to it for the first time, I'm like, this should be the front runner. Like, this should be the front runner for an Oscar. This should be the front runner for the Oscars. And maybe it is now. Maybe it's going to win. I don't know. Maybe it is actually has a chance of winning now. I don't want to get my hopes up yet. I don't want to say that like it's going to win, but after this, it has a chance. I actually do. It has a chance now. There is a very good chance that it could win over a Frozen song. I never thought I would say that, but I think that might happen now. We'll have to see. But yeah, congrats to I'm Gonna Love Me Again. Really great choice for sure. Very happy about that. All right.
upcoming 2020 drama releases. I mean, there's a lot out there. I already put out my most anticipated, and you're talking about movies, right? I'm assuming you're talking about movies, because if you are, then I already put out like my most anticipated movies list on Letterboxd. In fact, you know, I'll send it in the chat right now, but my number one in terms of dramas is absolutely I'm Thinking of Ending Things, which is Charlie Kaufman's new film. Why? Pretty simple. Anomalisa was my favorite of the decade. And considering how much I adore that film and considering how much I adore Kaufman, it's easily my most anticipated. I thought for a while Dune was, but then I realized, oh shit, Charlie Kaufman has a movie coming out this year. Never mind, that's my most anticipated. So easily I'm Thinking of Ending Things. But like I said, I'll send the list in here in like a couple minutes. Actually, like a couple seconds, because I have the list pulled up right here. All right, and all right, there you go. Those are all my anticipated movies for 2020. Biggest box office bomb. I mean, it's got to be a tie between Cats is definitely in there. Cats is definitely up there for sure. And then, I mean, there were so many. There was one that stuck out to me. Playmobil the movie. Playmobil the movie, easily. Biggest box office bomb of last year. I mean, literally, it was in my theater. And the fact that they were selling tickets for like $5 and it was in my theater for like 2 weeks, that alone should tell you like, yeah, that's the biggest box office bomb easily. I mean, I don't think just of last year, like of the decade overall, like holy shit, it was so bad. And I mean, deservingly so, because that movie should have never come to theaters, but definitely Playmobil the movie. I don't know too much about All the Brightest Places. I love Elle Fanning. Justice Smith is very 50-50 for me. And it's a Netflix film. And romantic films on Netflix are also very 50-50. There are some that I love. There are some I really don't like at all. But I got to see a trailer. Then I can tell you if I actually give a shit. So I don't know. I'm certainly looking forward to more than the new Tyler Perry movie. I can tell you that. I can definitely say that. Oh, look, he's back finally. I guess they realized Ricky Gervais is hosting this show.
Say about these next two presenters, because the big one could snap me in half. So please welcome Zoe Kravitz and Jason Momoa.
Oh God, I'm trying to think of what he was gonna say. Probably we're talking about looking Bill Cosby or something because of who Kravitz is related to.
Greatest talents in this generation.
Or any generation. They're the nominees for Best Actress in a Supporting Role in a Series, Limited Series.
Oh shit! Okay.
Picture made for television.
Who did I say for this one?
Patricia Arquette.
I would love if she got it, but it's not gonna happen. Okay. I forgot who I said for this one, guys. Who did I say? Yeah, Meryl Streep. That's who I said. Meryl Streep. I think she's a lock.
And the Golden Globe goes to Patricia Arquette.
Holy shit! Yes! 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 Again, another one I'm glad I'm wrong about. Whoa. I mean, I love Meryl Streep in Big Little Lies, but that's nothing compared to fucking Patricia Arquette.
Thank you to my fellow nominees, to the Hollywood Foreign Press, and to UCP, and to Hulu. To Joey King, my phenomenal co-star. I love you so much. You're a gift. Incredible talent. To my kids, to my agent and manager. I'm so grateful to be here and celebrate this. But also, I know tonight, January 5th, 2020, we're not going to look back on this night in the history books. We will see a country on the brink of war, the United States of America, a president tweeting out a threat of 52 bombs, including cultural sites. Young people risking their lives, traveling across the world, people not knowing if bombs are going to drop on their kids' heads, and the continent of Australia on fire. So while I love my kids so much, I beg of us all to give them a better world. For our kids and their kids, we have to vote in 2020, and we have to beg and plead for everyone we know to vote in 2020. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
And now here are the nominees for Best Actress in a TV Series Drama.
All right. Moment of truth, guys.
Olivia Colman. For Killing Eve, Jodie Comer. For Big Little Lies, Nicole.
I don't think she's gonna get this now, but I think it's gonna, like I said, I think it's gonna be Olivia Colman. I think she has I think she's gonna get it.
Olivia Colman.
All right. Yes. See, I got some things right. I know some things.
Hello. Thank you so much. I said I had money on this not happening. For the last year, I feel like I've been living someone else's life, and now I feel like I've definitely won someone else's award. And thank you so much, HFPA and Netflix and Left Bank, and I've had the loveliest time doing this, and all my fellow nominees, who are all just marvellous. I don't know what to say because I genuinely had already got a little bit boozy, so I thought this wasn't going to happen. So, thank you. Completely stumped. And Fleabag, yay. And everyone here, honestly, sitting there and watching everybody, it's so exciting. We've gone, look who it is, look who's there. So, thank you for having us. Thank you for having me. I've had such a lovely time. Thank you very much.
All right. That one I did get right. So, all right. So, but yeah, Patricia actually got it. I'm very, very surprised because I did not think most people watched the act. They should have, because it was one of the best of last year. And when I make I am going to make one this year, guys. I promise I will make one. There's a lot of things I say I'll do, but this is one thing I will do. I'm going to make a top 10 best shows of 2019 because I did watch enough to where I can make a list. I still have a few shows that I'm going to watch, and then I will make it. But for me, the act is easily going to be very high up there because I think it's one of the best shows of last year. And Patricia Arquette, especially, the way she was able to transform into that role, especially, I think was phenomenal. And I think she deserves all the praise. And I'm so happy that she ended up winning this. Really, really great win for sure. And, the stuff she talked about with like the bombings and things like that. Okay, sure, we may talk about how we don't want politics in Golden Globes, but that stuff is important. That stuff is stuff that's on people's mind. And I like the fact that she's like, you know what, guys, yes, this stuff is great, but let's just take a second and think about the things that are actually important. Let's not forget of the things that are actually affecting us right now. So I actually think that was a really good speech, and I really did appreciate that. Again, I love Meryl Streep and Big Little Lies, but goddamn, did Patricia deserve that? That was fantastic for sure. And yeah, no, Meryl was fine. Meryl was fine with her winning. I think she was like, you know what? I've won enough. I've won enough. I've won enough. This one is not a total loss. So I think she was fine with that. And yeah, true. Olivia never knows what to win. She's not what to say. She's always shocked. And I'm happy she won, though, because like I said, not just because I got it right, but because, again, it continues the crown streak of, like, the actress wins every single year. I just think that's really cool that, like, this show has been going on since 2016, and still
it manages to win Best Actress every single year. I think that's really awesome. And it's cool that Olivia Colman got in one for sure. I still got to watch The Crown. I just have not had time to binge it, but I definitely want to for sure. I'm very excited for Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. I've heard very good things, mostly, but those were when the reviews were first coming out, so I haven't looked at them like recently, so I might have to do that. But I'm excited. I think it looks fun. I think it definitely gives me like a resemblance of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, but it also looks like it's trying to be its own thing. So I'm overall looking forward to it. Are we finally at a point in the show where I can get something to eat? Should I, guys? Should I go get something to eat? I don't know. Maybe I should. I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. I'm getting something to eat. Let's go. All right. I'll give me like 2 seconds, guys. I'll be back. Watch. The show's going to come back once I'm getting something to eat, but whatever.
To me, I can suddenly hear people in our most thoughts. This is the first thing that I find remotely interesting about you. My dad can't speak. Because of this power, I was able to communicate with him again. You're giving the special things to other people's heads. Joy, heartbreak, yearning, revenge. You have sex last night?
How did you know that?
Intuition.
Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist premieres Tuesday on NBC.
Welcome back to the Golden Globes. And now, please welcome Charlize Theron.
When I was 8 years old, growing up on a farm in South Africa, my 3 most prized possessions were my ballet shoes, my pet goat, and my VHS cassette of Splash. Kids, you can Google that, what a VHS is. I watched that.
All right, I'm back, guys. I'm back finally. Look, I didn't even have time to get a bowl. I got a dip in hand.
Splash around, waiting for Tom to rescue me.
Yes, I know. I made it. I just made it.
You should file a restraining order against me. They call Tom an everyman, and while Tom does give us...
Oh, this is Cecil B. DeMille Award. Okay, great stuff. This I need to see.
He presents a vision of who we could be. Tom gave me one of my first roles when he directed That Thing You Do. I remember my audition. After my first read, I thought I completely blew it. I didn't know where I was or who I was, and I had somehow forgotten.
Oh yeah, I forgot she was in that.
And Tom just kindly looked at me, took a beat, and said, "I'm so sorry, Charlize. Do you mind just giving me 5 minutes? I have to step out. I'll be right back, and then we'll do that scene again." Tom didn't need 5 minutes. I needed 5 minutes. Those 5 minutes were a gift to me because he saw a nervous, sweaty young actress failing to mask a panic attack and a thick South African accent. That's the kind of man he is. This is why we love Tom. He stands for all the qualities we aspire to, both on screen and off. He gives us enough laughter to weather our storms. And while there may be no crying in baseball, he has made easy work of breaking our hearts and stealing our tears.
The most undeniable thing that can be said about Tom Hanks is both deceptively simple and yet overwhelmingly true. He just makes the world a better place.
Yep. Oh yeah, he was on that.
My mom always said you got to put the past behind you before you can move on. That's my thing, Mom.
I don't know why people shit on this film these days. It's still fantastic.
How do we sift truth from belief? We write our own history. Tonight, this will be our quest. All my life, I've been waiting for someone.
I've actually never seen that one.
She made everything.
Haven't seen that one either.
You need someone just as much as Jenna does.
There's no crying in baseball.
You know what? It works, okay? I grabbed the first thing I could think of.
Would it make you more comfortable? Every now and again, you get to be part of justice being done. How do you rationalize making the choice between this one and the other? What makes us both Americans? Just one thing. One on one. The rule book. We call it the Constitution. And we agree to the rules. And that's what makes us Americans. Do you honestly tell me that this country is no longer the United States Republic? Yes. You sure about that? No! Client called you guys. Hello, Nico.
Woo!
Thank you very much. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Most of the people in this room, I would pay to see them get their cars washed. So to be up here, and can I just say honestly, really, can I just tell the truth now? Can I just see a show of hands? How many people in this room have a clip package that includes the Love Boat? Anybody? Well, you, Charlize? No? Well, you missed out. There you go, Kathy. There you go. Love, exciting, and you climb aboard.
I have a cold the size of Merv Griffin's Jeopardy royalties. So,
oh no!
Forgive me, I've been drinking an awful lot of savagely orange drinks for the last 24 hours, and I'm a little jittery. I managed. Sorry. A man is blessed. A man is blessed when the family sits up front like that. A wife who is fantastic in every way, who's taught me what love is. 5 kids who are braver and stronger and wiser than their old man is. And a loving group of people who have put away with me being away months and months and months at a time. Of course, otherwise I wouldn't be standing here if I didn't have to put up with that. So I can't tell you how much your love means to me. So that's the wife and kids. You know, you're adult if you don't steal from everybody you've ever worked with. And I have stolen from the likes of the people that only need one name, you know, like Meryl, like Giselle, like Antonio, like Meg, like Julia, like Sally Field, even though that's 2 names, it's still one. But I have also been made better by watching the examples of some of the greatest actors that have ever walked the stage. Peter Scolari and Holland Taylor 1,000,000 years ago. Robin Wright, Barkhad Abdi, believe it or not, who was in his very first film, was so very much an artist. There was no doubt about it. And Charlize, who actually is one of those one-word names. The reason I had to leave the room for 5 minutes was to go in and tell all the other producers that this woman that I'm auditioning right now is going to be in this movie somehow, so we got to figure out how it's going to work. And she was. I have never not been challenged or flummoxed or lost sleep because of the work that I was asked to be by the directors that I've worked with every single one of them, the screenwriters that I've worked with every single one of them, and there's been Nora and Penny, Mari, Stephen and Ron, Paul, Bob, the list goes on, Clint, the list goes on, and every one of those guys at some point or another came up to me in the course of the day and said, tomorrow, if you don't do your job really well, we don't have a movie. And this is a thing that happens with actors at some point. On a movie is made shot by shot. Everybody knows that. Lena Wertmuller knows it. Martin Scorsese knows it. Jackie Chan knows that a movie is made shot by shot. And at that moment, what is required is everybody has to do their job to their perfection. They have to hit a mark, and they have to go there. Sometimes the movie rests on the shoulders of the makeup artist who put on Stella Skarsgård's eyebrows. Sometimes it's the focus puller that it isn't sharp. You don't have it, and it shows up. And you have to do it all over again. But it's those moments as an actor where everybody I've ever worked with has helped me get to that place. Sometimes it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes it's 11 at night, in which you just have to somehow put it all together, have faith in what the process is, and go there. 1,000 years ago, in 1977, when I was an intern at the Great Lakes Shakespeare Festival, my first professional job, we all got yelled at by Dan Sullivan, the director. We had partied a little bit too much the night before. We were showing up for rehearsals, and he screamed at us. Well, he did actually scream at us. He said, "Hey, look, you guys, you actors, you know what your job is? You know what your job is? You have got to show up on time, and you have to know the text, and you have to have a head full of ideas. Otherwise, I can't do my job." That was the greatest lesson a young actor could possibly ever get. First of all, a head full of ideas. Bring anything, try anything. They might not use it. If it stinks, they won't use it. Am I right, Martin Scorsese? If it's not good, boy, let's see the outtakes from that movie, by the way. Knowing the text, and it's not just your lines, it's the whole thing. It's the red dot. It's the theme of the movie. You've got to know it. You might not be right in what the opinion that you bring to it, but you've got to come at it with some direction. And as Charlize might know, and some of the other people who worked with us through the Playtime Galaxy of Stars, showing up on time is one of the greatest liberating acts you can give yourself in a movie. That means those people with radios in the ears don't need to knock on your door and say they're ready for you. You're actually already ready, and you have the liberty and you have the freedom of being there early enough to settle down, because when the time comes, you have to hit the marks and you have to go there. There is a saying in motion pictures back when it was shot on film that you could not move on to the next scene until the gate was good. The film went through the little, let me explain to the kids at home. The film went through a shutter and you had to go through the gate. And sometimes a piece of film would fall off, a hair or speck of dust would be there on the negative, and the shot would be ruined because you couldn't save it in the lab. The gate had to be good before you could move on. Cecil B. DeMille himself up in that voice of God chair. All right, that's wonderful. Check the gate. He'd say something like that, and then they would check the gate. And if the gate was good, then you moved on. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the cold that is making this happen. I swear to God, I'm not nearly this emotional at home. Well, thank you, HFPA. Thank you all here. Thank you all for all your inspiration and all of your work and all of the struggle that you guys all go through in order to hit the marks and tell the truth. I have checked the gate. The gate is good. Thank you.
I love it. I love it. Oh, why are you here? Why you gotta ruin this? No, go away.
Amazing.
Yeah.
A lot of controversy about our next category. No female directors were nominated this year. Not one.
Yeah.
I mean, that's bad.
It is.
I've had a word with the Hollywood Foreign Press, and they guarantee that will never happen again. No, because working with all the major studios,
Oh yeah, like you gotta say.
Were a few years ago when they didn't even hire women directors, and that will solve the problem. You're welcome. And now, please welcome two nominees tonight: Helen Mirren, and from the movie Pain and Glory, Antonio Banderas.
I do not like this man. I do not like this man.
A legend,
A maverick,
a master of two genres,
a new voice,
and a bold risk taker. 5 directors, all are magnificent storytellers, and each.
I really thought we were gonna go to commercial, but I guess we're doing director now.
They are the nominees for Best Director.
All right. Martin Scorsese, let's go. Goat Sazy. Nobody calls him that but me, but Goat Sazy.
Sam Mendes. For Joker, Todd Phillips. For The Irishman, Martin.
Imagine fucking Todd Phillips wins. Oh my god. That'd be fucking hilarious.
And the Golden Globe goes to Sam Mendes.
Whoa! Holy shit! What the holy shit? What? Bruh! Oh my god! I mean, I've heard his movie's great, but like, what?
That is a big surprise. Thank you very much. Can I just say there's not one director in this room, not one director in the world that is not in the shadow of Martin Scorsese. I just have to say that.
Yep.
Too many people to thank. Everyone at Universal, everyone at Amblin, everyone at New Republic, 3 extraordinary producers, Pippa, Jane Ann, Callum, two extraordinary young actors, George and Dean, who are there. We built this movie around you. Thank you. An incredible cast and crew, Dennis Gassner, production designer, Lee Smith, and of course the great Roger Deakins, without whom we couldn't possibly have made this film. I also want to take a leaf out of Tom Hanks' book. I want to say thank you to my wife, Ali, for her love and support, without whom I would never even have sat down to write this. And finally, I'd like to dedicate this to my grandfather, Alfred Hubert Mendez, who inspired this film. He signed up for the First World War. He was age 17, and I hope he's looking down on us. And I fervently hope it never ever happens again. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay, we're finally going to commercial. All right, I got a lot to say. Look, I haven't seen the film yet. I've heard 1917 is pretty great. So I can't say that, like, I'm upset that, like, Scorsese didn't win, because I've heard Sam Mendes's directing is fantastic. And to be honest with you guys, I remember when people were predicting the winners, a lot of people were actually saying Sam Mendes. Like, this is not that shocking for a lot of people. So I shouldn't be that surprised, but when you're in a category amongst two of the biggest titans like ever, I think it says a lot that he was able to beat them out. I mean, 1917's got to be pretty fucking great, and I'm sure it is, because I'm going to see it Thursday, and I'm very excited to finally see that film. But holy shit, I have like no words. I was not expecting this at all. And 1917 could win Best Drama now. It really could. I don't think it's going to happen, but it really could win Best Drama if they wanted it to. So we'll have to see, though. Tom Hanks, though, I mean, before I thought they were going to be done and they were going to cut to commercial so I could talk solely about that, but they didn't. So whatever. But regardless, I loved everything about that speech. And watching all of those clips, it really just makes you realize just how much of a legacy actor Tom Hanks really has. The amount of projects he's had in his arsenal, you know, for years, the kind of stuff that he's done. It's insane how many projects that he's taken on, and also how many of them are regarded as classics in that way. There aren't many actors like that out there, and Hanks is definitely one of them. There's so many clips where, you know, they're films that are regarded as classics, not just one or two. He's got so many of them, and that's something that really did stick out to me there. And even at a cold, he's still one of the best speakers out there. He's still able to just have your attention the entire time. And I thought that was just such a beautiful speech. I loved everything about that. Just big win for Tom Hanks right there for sure. And you know what? In a sense, for those who are upset, the Toy Story 4 still won because Tom Hanks got the Cecil B. DeMille Award. So in a sense, Toy Story 4 still wins. Yeah, I mean, again, like, I can't be too upset that Scorsese didn't win because I've heard Mendes's directing in 1917 is fantastic. So I can't be, like, too upset about it, and I shouldn't be that surprised either. I was not expecting it to happen. I really was not expecting that. But, I mean, I'm seeing the movie Thursday, so maybe I'll agree. Maybe I'll agree. But I guess we'll have to see. Yeah, no, that was great too. I like that he said that, like, even though he won, he's not above Scorsese, because I mean, there are really, in my opinion, no directors above Scorsese because he's the GOAT. But, you know, that's just my personal opinion. But he's also right where there aren't many directors out there that are as widely regarded as Scorsese. So I thought that was really great that he said that. Even though he won, he acknowledged, like, I'm not better than Scorsese. I just won over him. You know, I like that he did that because it shows character. It really does show character in that way.
All right. I'm going to get a bowl because I don't have one, and I need one for my dip, which is food, that one, chick, okay? Oh, no, I can't, actually. It's back. Oh, Cate Blanchett. Nominated for a movie that nobody fucking saw, but sure.
And I know we're all very grateful for the call-outs to our fellow compatriots who are suffering under the bushfires. So thank you. I would just like to amplify that by saying I wanted to do a special call-out to the volunteer firefighters who have been at the center of battling the climate disaster that is facing Australia. And of course, when one country faces a climate disaster, we all face a climate disaster. So we're in it together. So thank you very much.
Yep.
And our next motion picture drama is a gritty and original character study that holds a mirror up to our society and disturbingly reflects on our times. Directed by Todd Phillips, it stars Joaquin Phoenix in a mesmerizing, jaw-dropping...
Oh, I thought they were about to do the in memoriam.
Utterly inspiring performance as a man struggling in the world, lacking empathy and humanity. It's nominated for 4 Golden Globes. This is Joker.
What's your name?
My name's Arthur.
Well, there's something special about you, Arthur, I can tell.
For my whole life, I didn't know if I even really existed. But I do. People are starting to notice.
Please welcome the stars of Lucky Boss, Tiffany Haddish.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Don't get me started on Like a Boss. Watch my movie preview for January. I'm very much against this film.
Shooting our new movie together.
Yes, we learned that some people find one of our accents hard to understand.
But
Fucking shoot me, Jesus Christ.
here are the nominees for Best Actress in a Limited Series of a Motion Picture made for
Unbelievable, Caitlin Dever.
One of the most underrated performances of last year. Oh my God, guys, imagine if Joey King actually gets this. Just think about that for a second. Don't think it's going to happen, but imagine. She was fantastic. I'd be fine if she won. I think it's going to be Michelle Williams, though.
And the Golden Globe goes to Michelle Williams.
Yep. Very deserving. Yep. All right, so there's one I got right. There's another one. There haven't been many, but there's one.
Thank you so much. First of all, to my Fosse Verdon family and to the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. When you put this in someone's hands, you're acknowledging the choices that they make as an actor, moment by moment, scene by scene, day by day, but you're also acknowledging the choices they make as a person, the education they pursued, the training they sought, the hours they put in. I'm grateful for the acknowledgement of the choices I've made, and I'm also grateful to have lived at a moment in our society where choice exists, because as women and as girls, things can happen to our bodies that are not our choice. I've tried my very best to live a life of my own making, and not just a series of events that happened to me, but one that I could stand back and look at and recognize my handwriting all over, sometimes messy and scrawling, sometimes careful and precise, but one that I had carved with my own hand. And I wouldn't have been able to do this without employing a woman's right to choose.
That's very important.
to choose when to have my children and with whom, when I felt supported and able to balance our lives, knowing as all mothers know that the scales must and will tip towards our children. Now, I know my choices might look different than yours, but thank God, or whomever you pray to, that we live in a country founded on the principle that I am free to live by my faith and you are free to live by yours. So women 18 to 118, when it is time to vote, please do so in your own self-interest. It's what men have been doing for years. It's what men have been doing for years, which is why the world looks so much like them. But don't forget, we are the largest voting body in this country. Let's make it look more like us.
Tommy and Matilda, I can't wait to come home to you.
Shut up. I agree, but stop. This is why we got to give Tiffany Haddish a script all the time, at all times.
And now, here are the honorees for the best lemonade cereal or Munchin Pigeon made for television. Muy buena, girl. I understood everything you said. So this of the other catch 20.
Oh my God. This is making me dread like a boss even more. These two do not work well together. If Chernobyl doesn't win this, I'll be very surprised, but maybe it won't. We'll see.
And the Golden Globe goes to Chernobyl.
All right. I mean, it should have been When They See Us, but whatever. They didn't even nominate it, so I'll take it. I'll take it. That's what should have won.
And director and co-executive producer Johan Ray. Accepting the Golden Globe is Jane Featherstone.
I'm Jane Featherstone. Thank you to the HFPA. Thank you to the to HBO. See, Ricky, it's not all about Netflix. Sorry, Netflix. Thank you to Sky Atlantic. Thank you to Sister Pictures, Mighty Mint. Thank you to the cities of Vilnius and Kiev for being so hospitable. Thank you to our Ukrainian crews, our Lithuanian crews, our Swedish crews, our French crews, our English crews. Craig, your script posed the question, what is the cost of lives? And that question becomes more relevant with each passing day's news cycle. The people of the Ukraine and the Belarus bore the brunt of this catastrophe, and they shielded millions of people from its worst effects at the cost of their own lives. Chernobyl is dedicated to their courage and sacrifice.
More Hollywood stars are preparing for the big award, the Golden Globes on NBC.
All right.
We are the Thrivers.
So yeah, like I said, very happy that Chernobyl won. Obviously very happy for Michelle Williams as well, even though personally I would have loved to see Joey King win because she was the best out of all of them in my opinion. Michelle Williams was easily my favorite part of Fosse Verdon. I love a lot of things about Fosse Verdon, but Michelle Williams dominated that entire show. So it was definitely, I'm going to basically say the same thing I said in the Emmys. It was a very deserving win. I'm very happy for her. And yeah, The thing that I could not stand, though, the thing that I really fucking hated was fucking Tiffany Haddish and Salma Hayek. Look, I'm dreading Like a Boss a lot. It's easily one of my least anticipated of the entire year. You guys will see more of that when I upload my movie preview imminently and things like that. But my God, these two did not work at all. And I could not stand the joke with like Salma Hayek, like saying things in a weird way. Just no, stop, not funny. And especially fucking Tiffany Haddish being like, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I support abortion. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, this isn't your moment. This is not your moment. This is Michelle Williams' chance to speak. This is not your moment. And just stop. Just stop. But that out of the way, good stuff. And hey, I'm halfway there, 8 out of 16. All right, I would say that's an improvement. I've been half right thus far. No, I know what Dawson's Creek is. I've never seen it, obviously. Oh, okay. I know you've sent this question like 1,000 times, so I think I'm finally going to answer it, Terrell. Best supporting performance for me was easily Al Pacino and Irishman. Definitely the best, like, if you're talking movie-wise, Al Pacino and Irishman. TV-wise, I'm not entirely sure. But definitely, I would say Al Pacino and Irishman for me, for sure. And then worst supporting, it's probably a tie between, I would say, the fucking pig in Hellboy. One of the worst part of that movie for me, easily. There's a lot of things I hate about that movie. It's one of my least favorite superhero films, maybe my least favorite comic book film ever now. But definitely, well, maybe not the worst. I don't know if it's worse than Batman and Robin, but it's certainly up there. Yeah, so he was definitely up there. It was either him or I would say the other really bad, like, supporting performance. I mean, there were a lot of bad ones. Keegan-Michael Key and Playing with Fire is definitely up there. Rose Byrne and Jexy is up there. Any of the characters that Marlon Wayans played in Sextuplets, I guess you could count them as supporting performances. They're definitely up there. There's a lot of really terrible, bad performances overall. Best director of 2019, easy. For me, Martin Scorsese. Worst director, fucking Jeremy Seville. Like, and it's not even close. All right, we have a little under half an hour left. We're going to get into the big stuff. So this is the moment of truth, guys. Are we going to outrage like we did last time? We'll have to see. I don't know. I mean, I kind of hope we do, because then I'll have a long post show again. But at the same time, I don't, because I'm trying to finish the End of the Fucking World Season 2 tonight, and I want to make that happen. So I hope it happens, but I also hope it doesn't happen. We'll have to see. Oh, I wonder what they're here to talk about.
The next nominated motion picture comedy is a real-life story of Ricky Gervais, a comedy legend and a pioneer of rap.
He proved naysayers wrong with his hilarious raunchy.
All right, because I know what they're about to talk about, I'll be right back. Not because I hate the movie. I really need to put this away.
Nominated for 2 Golden Globes, here's Eddie Murphy and the all-star cast of Dolomite Is My Name.
Yeah, this is Dolomite to the screen. All my life people can tell me, you know. Sometimes our dreams just don't come true. Dolomite is my name. And it's this cat on. This thing's clock's gonna be working for free for the rest of your life. I'm so grateful for what you did for me, because I never seen nobody that looks like me up there on that big screen. Oh, you live the life that you love and love the life that you live. Was it good to share?
Please welcome the star of Hustlers, Jennifer Lopez, and the star of Living with Yourself, Paul Rudd.
Look, I love Dolomite, but that wasn't something that was crucial to sit through. So finally got to put it away.
Best original score.
I think this is going to be Thomas Newman. I really do. That's a great one. That's also a great one. I don't know why that was nominated, but okay. I heard literally nobody talk about it. Whoa! Okay. That is a great score, so I can't complain, but holy shit.
Wow. I thought they forgot the music. Well, this is truly, I'm speechless. This is unbelievable. Thank you, Hollywood Foreign Press. Thank you, Todd, for inviting me on the journey of a lifetime, for all the trust, your faith, and your openness. Thank you, Joaquin, for making my job really easy with a spectacular, unbelievable performance. It's mind-blowing. Thank you, Jason Blucher, music editor, for your fantastic job. Truly incredible. Conductor, Jeff Madjan, my brothers, Gunnar Tines, Thor and Gunnarsson, my agent Patty, of course, my guests, my incredible family, my mother, my husband's co-producer, Sam, my beautiful son, Howdy. That's everything.
All right. Very deserving, I'd say. Well, what's next? Oh, fuck. Here we go. Okay. Like I said, I think it's going to be Brad Pitt. I really do. Imagine he wins this and a Cecil B. DeMille. It'd be really interesting. I mean, I'd love for him to win, but I think it's going to be Brad Pitt. He's not even there. What the fuck? That's hilarious. All right. Yeah, see? I told you. He's winning Best Supporting Actor. It's confirmed now. It's happening.
Thank you so much. Thank you to the eclectic and ever raucous Hollywood Foreign Press Association. You know, when I was starting out, these names that were just listed, Pacino, Pesci, Hanks, my de facto mentor from afar, Sir Tony Hopkins, wherever you are, Tony, you know I love you. We're like gods to me, and this is an honor in itself, and all my respect, sincerely. I have to start by thanking the man himself, Mr. Quentin Tarantino, the man, the myth, the legend, for this experience, for the film, one I'll never forget. I thank you, my brother. I really appreciate it. I also have to thank my partner in crime, LDC. You know, before The Revenant, I used to watch, year after year, his co-stars accept awards and get up and thank him profusely. I know why. He's an all-star, he's a gent, and I wouldn't be here without you, man. I thank you. Still, I would have shared the rap. there's so many names, so many people I want to thank from this film who all gave their very best. I'm just going to say thank you. I'm going to squeeze it down to our producers, Shannon McIntosh, David Heyman. I want to thank Tom Rothman for his big balls taking on this film, the Sony Machine. I have some people I love who've been my friends for decades. Cynthia Pett, Judy Black, Ryan Lord, John Lehman, who's not here. And I want to say hi to my folks, who's, hey. They're back in the Ozarks. I wanted to bring my mom, but I couldn't because any woman I stand next to, they say I'm dating you.
What the fuck?
All right, thank you. Hey, if you see a chance to be kind to someone tomorrow, I'll take it. I think we need it.
Yeah. All right. You know what? Even though, here's the thing. Even though Pacino was not my pick to win Best Supporting Actor, Pacino was my pick to win Best Supporting Actor. I'm very happy that Pitt won because, well, I got it right. And I love Pitt in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think that is definitely one of his best performances for sure. So I'm very happy that he was able to get in there. And I think it's pretty much confirmed at this point that Brad Pitt is going to win the Oscar. I really do think it's going to happen now. And yeah, I really love that for sure. I think Pacino still has a bit of a shot, but I think at this point it's probably going to be Brad Pitt. So and I'm fine with that because again, I think he is fantastic. I think it's long overdue. I think Brad Pitt he's been giving amazing performances for years, and it's great to see that he's finally getting acknowledged. So definitely a great win for him for sure. And as far as Hildur winning, I can't pronounce her last name for the life of me. And I'm not going to try to because I'm going to fuck it up. But regardless, I'm very happy that she ended up winning. And look, I know film Twitter's like about to go off and things like that, and that's going to be amazing to watch for sure. But I think it's a deserving one. I really do. I think her score for Joker was kind of a character in its own and was kind of a, you know, it was a character in its own in a sense that it permeated the entire film. It gave it this very sort of melancholy and eventually very bombastic feel, and it kind of changed in the way the character did. And it's definitely one of my favorite scores of last year. I think it really just accentuated pretty much everything in that film, and a lot of that was due to her score, which was just absolute perfection. So very happy that she won, and yeah. All right, 9 out of 18. I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting close. I'm getting close. I'm getting close. And all right, bye, Terrell. It was a very good, always great having you in the chat, man. And happy you were able to provide some great stuff as well. Guys, we're almost there. We're down to like the really big stuff here. What the hell is this?
Commercial justice or your network. That's why AT&T is building its 5G on America.
I don't give a fuck about this. I hate when they have a commercial that's similar to like what you're supposed to watch. I know it's supposed to mislead you, but I fucking hate when they do that. I can't stand it. All right, so yeah, like I said, guys, we're really getting to the big categories here, though. At this point, I don't know what's going to happen. I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, without a doubt, wins Best Comedy. I don't think there's any question about that. Best Drama is the one that I'm really not sure about because we've kind of had some like wins all over the place, so I don't really know. For Best Actor in a Comedy, I think it's probably going to Leonardo DiCaprio at this point. I think that's pretty obvious. Yeah, I mean, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood has been sweeping. It really has. It's been winning a lot of shit tonight, and I think this is a good indicator that it's probably going to win a lot at its come Oscar season. I think it has a very good chance for sure. Oh shit, we're back. Oh, here we go. Comedy actor.
What do all of these have in common? They were all Halloween costumes worn by Roman Griffin Davis.
Here are the nominees for Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy.
For Knives Out, Daniel Craig. For Jojo Rabbit, Roman Griffin Davis.
Imagine he gets it. It'd be amazing.
Upon a Time in Hollywood, Leonardo DiCaprio. For Rocketman, Taron Egerton. For Goldeneye Is My Name, Eddie Murphy.
All right, let's see.
And the Golden Globe goes to Taron Egerton.
Whoa! Holy shit! Yes! Holy shit! Oh my God! Yes! Holy shit! I mean, I'm ecstatic, but wow.
I really wish I'd written something. Okay, I'm so honoured to be nominated alongside a bunch of legitimate icons, and also Roman, who is the sweetest kid, and it was an incredible performance in JoJo, and I'm honoured to be nominated alongside you two. Go on, Roman. This role has changed my life. It's been the best experience of my life. I'm so proud of the film. Everyone standing up throughout the burning area. It's just such a joyous thing, and we've loved every second. I've got a few.
Oh, it was. I thought it was gonna be Leonardo DiCaprio.
For making a movie that I will be proud of for the rest of my life. I love you like a brother.
So yeah, I got that one wrong.
Consistently giving me opportunity after opportunity, and for always championing me in my career. To Adam Bowling for being the glue that held this production together. To my incredible team, Mick Sullivan, Michael Cooper, Lindsay McGuire, Robin Baum, Jason Sloan. Thank you so much. Linda King, who's also here. Thank you. Okay, hang on. Richard Mann and Jane Bell, the best wingmen you can ever hope for. And also Dave Furnish for allowing me to believe I was the man to play your husband. For being as lovely a man as you are, a legend. To Giles Martin for making me believe I could sing all this. To Ginger Whit Godfrey, everyone at Paramount, I love you all, especially the marketing team. Thank you. And finally, to Elton John, thank you for the music. Thank you for living a life less ordinary, and thank you for being my friend. Finally, oh yeah, that's flashing at me. My mind is in here somewhere. This one's for you, man.
All right. Actress is next, I think. Oh fuck, here we go. Scarlett Johansson, let's go. Oh wait, this is comedy. I'm stupid. Okay. Awkwafina, I think Awkwafina is the best shot, to be honest. I will literally flip the fuck out if fucking Cate Blanchett wins. I don't know why she's nominated.
Emma Thompson.
Not even the lead of that movie, from what I've heard, but okay. Yep. All right, that one I got. Yes, you are right. I'm always at least 50%. You know what? If we can just stay at the 50%, that's all that matters.
This is great. Thank you. If anything, if I fall upon hard times, we can sell this. So that's good. First of all, thank you so much to the Hollywood Foreign Press. I've never been to the Golden Globes, so I'm here now, and it's this, and it's great. I'd like to thank everyone at A24. Yes.
I love hearing that. I love hearing people. I get to thank A24 because A24 won something. I love that.
My grandma, the farewell, Joshua Jen. Shout out to. Thank you, and most importantly to Lulu Wong, our incredible director. You gave me this chance, the chance of a lifetime, and you taught me so much. And just filming the story, being with you was incredible. I'd like to dedicate this to my dad, Wally. I told you I get a job, Dad. And to my grandma, my best friend, the woman who raised me, and to my mother, Tia, who I always hoped was watching from somewhere above, and I hope that she's watching now. Thank you all. Thank you.
All right, what's next? What's next? What's next?
In our next motion picture drama, stage director and his actor wife struggle through a grueling coast-to-coast divorce that pushes them to their personal extremes.
It's an incisive and compassionate and beautiful look at a marriage coming apart and a family staying together. Nominated for 6 Golden Globes, this is Marriage Story.
Charlie and I are getting a divorce, Mom. We can't be friends with him anymore. Dream on, Charlie Bird.
How are you doing? I never really come along for myself. I was just feeding his aliveness.
Well, then they get to really be his parent again. He needs to know that I fought for him.
It's not as simple. It's not being in love anymore.
Eventually, it'll be the two of you having to figure this out together.
All right, we're almost to the end here, guys. We're almost to the end. Yeah, so not surprised about Awkwafina at all, but holy shit, Taron Egerton actually winning is a really great surprise. I'm very happy that he ended up winning this because Taron Egerton, I've said it since Kingsman, I think that he was a star in the making, and I knew he could do something great, you know, once he had the right project, and he proved himself with Rocket Man. It was one of the best performances of last year for sure, and I'm very happy that he got in there. So I think he has a legit chance of getting nominated now. I really do. I think he has a legit chance of getting nominated for an Oscar now, and that would be fucking amazing if he did, and it'd be a great way to stick it to Bryan Singer and all the people who made a certain other film last year. So yeah, great stuff. And Awkwafina winning again, very happy about that. I predicted it, and I'm not at all surprised. So, okay, I thought that it was gonna be for fucking drama at first. Okay, I'm stupid. All right, I know. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Doctor Who, probably not. I lost track with it a while ago, and I was gonna watch it last year, but I just never did. So probably not, Sam. I hate to tell you. Nah, it's not. It's not food time. I still got my chip bag here. So no, it's not food time yet. But yeah, so we're getting to the really big ones, guys. We're about to, yeah, same. I don't know what's gonna win at this point. I really hope it's Irishman. As I said before, if Joker wins, it'd be fucking hilarious because of how the internet would react. But I hope it's Irishman. I really do. I mean, hey, at this point, 1917 could win. Who knows? But I'd like I said, I think it's going to be Irishman. And then as far as comedy, I think that's probably one. I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's pretty much locked for that at this point. I mean, maybe not because Taron Egerton just won, so maybe Rocket Man will get in there. I mean, I don't know. For a split second, when they said Best Actor, I thought Eddie Murphy was gonna get it. Again, I did not expect Taron Egerton, but yeah, it's great. But as far as like actor and actress, I mean, I guess we'll just have to see, which we won't have to wait too long because here it's back. Again, I love how Ricky Gervais is just not in this show. It's great. The less of him, the better.
Inspired by true events and heartwarmingly directed by my friend, Fernando Morales, the next drama follows one of the most intense power transitions in the last 2,000 years.
Oh, the two popes.
Traditionalist Pope Benedict and reformist Pope Francis confront their pasts and find common ground as they forge a future for the Catholic Church. Nominated for 4 Golden Globes, this is The Two Popes.
Popes can't resign. If you do this, you will damage the papacy forever. I can no longer sit on the chair of St. Peter. You're mistaken, you are. I cannot play this so that the right person just needs to change me. You could be that change. It could never be me. People must remember that you are not God. You're only human.
Let's welcome the stars of the upcoming Eurovision. 2-time Golden Globe nominees Pierce Brosnan and Will Ferrell.
All right.
We are here to present the nominees for Best Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy.
Oh shit! Here we go.
My God, you are good looking.
It's really something. I love everything that is going on here.
Thank you.
The hair, the beard. Thank you. It's a real privilege.
Thank you. Can I keep going?
It would be a real shame if you didn't continue.
Here are the nominees for Best Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy.
Dolomite is my name. Jojo Rabbit. Knives Out. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Rocket Man.
I think Hollywood's pretty much locked at this point, but we'll see.
You smell amazing, by the way. It's not cologne. You just smell good.
Thank you so much. And the Golden Globe goes to Once Upon a Time.
I mean, obviously, fuck yeah.
Quentin is nothing if unpredictable. A few seconds ago, he told me I was going to speak.
So, a million thanks to everybody who worked on the film, in front of and behind the camera. A big thanks to our patron, Tom Rothman. A big thanks to Maestro, Mr. Quentin Tarantino. Quentin said when we, before I started filming, he said, I want you to have such a good time on this film that the next film's going to be miserable. He wasn't wrong. Thank you, Quentin.
NBC's telecast of the 2020 Golden Globe Awards is presented in part by L'Oreal Paris, because you're worth it. Coming up, which actor and movie will take the big awards of the night? Find out on the Golden Globes right here on NBC.
All right. We got comedy out of the way. We got the right winner. Everything's good. But this is where we were last year. Everything was good, and then fucking Bohemian Rhapsody and Glenn Close won things. But I don't think that's gonna happen this time. At least I don't think it is. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think we're gonna have some good stuff win. So we shall see. Oh, I'm muted. All right. 11 out of 21. We got that 50%. Always a good sign. Always a good sign.
All right.
And now, starring the upcoming Hillbilly Elegy, Glenn Close.
Oh, look, it's the person that everyone was happy that won last year.
Deeply honored to be here tonight.
Here are the nominees for the Best Actor in a Motion Picture Drama.
For Ford versus Ferrari, Christian Bale.
All right.
Morning Glory, Antonio.
Not Christian Bale, please. Not Christian Bale. He's great in the movie, but not Oscar worthy. Come on, Adam Driver.
For Joker, Joaquin Phoenix.
Come on, Adam Driver.
For the Two Popes, Jonathan Pryce.
Oh, God. Here we go. Come on, Adam Driver.
And the Golden Globe goes to
Come on.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Whoa! All right. All right. All right.
First, I'd like to thank the Hollywood Foreign Press for recognizing and acknowledging the link between animal agriculture and climate change. It's a very bold move, making tonight plant-based.
Yep.
And it really sends a powerful message to my fellow nominees. We all know there's no. It's like this thing that is created to sell advertisements for the TV show. I'm inspired by you. I can't believe the beautiful, mesmerizing, unique work that you've all done this year. And I know people say this, but I really do feel honored to be mentioned with you. Some of you I've reached out to personally. Some I'm still a little too intimidated by, even though we share the same agent. Christian, you're not here, but and Todd, you were such an amazing friend and collaborator, and you convinced me to do this movie, and you encouraged me to give everything and to be sincere, and I'm such a pain in the ass. I cannot believe you put up with me. I'm so indebted to you. Rudy. Love you. Contrary to popular belief, I don't want to rock the boat. But the boat, it's really nice that so many people have come up and sent their well wishes to Australia. But we have to do more than that, right? It's such a beautiful gesture. And I have not always been a virtuous man. I'm learning so much, and so many of you in this room have given me multiple opportunities to try to get it right, and I'm deeply grateful. But I think together, hopefully, we can be unified and actually make some changes. It's great to vote, but sometimes we have to take that responsibility on ourselves and make changes and sacrifices in our own lives, and hope that we can do that. We don't have to take private jets to Palm Springs for the war. Sometimes we're back, please. And I'll try to do better, and I hope you will too. Thank you so much for putting up with me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for this night, all of you.
All right. I guess it's confirmed, guys. Joaquin's winning. Look, as much as I feel Adam Driver should win and he should be like the front runner,
Joaquin Phoenix still gave a fantastic performance. Let's not try to downplay how great his performance was here. I mean, he carried that entire film on his back, and I don't think that film would be nearly as good if we didn't have someone like Joaquin Phoenix in the role. And considering that Joaquin Phoenix is one of the greatest actors working today, and he's never won before, I'm very happy. I'm especially happy that he just won. So yeah, I'm very excited to I'm very excited for the internet to explode. Let's go. Yeah, that is the honestly, I'm not too upset they cut him off because it's pretty clear he's not good with public speaking. Like he has a real problem with that. And like I'm happy for him that he won, but it's one of those things where it's really kind of hard to watch because he's just not good with public speaking. Like, I'm sure if you were to talk to him, he'd be like a good guy. Like, he'd be like a nice guy and shit. And he'd come off as very presentable and things like that. But like him in crowds, it very much seems like he's not that great. And yeah, it really does show. I love the guy, but it definitely does show for sure. But yeah, at this point, I feel like there's a good chance that fucking Joker might win Best Drama. It might just happen now. I don't know. We'll see. But I feel like it might happen. Oh, yeah, that is true. Think about this, guys. If Joaquin Phoenix actually wins the Oscar, that will have meant that every single actor that's played Joker, well, aside from, I don't think Jack Nicholson won, but that will mean that 2 actors have actually won for the same role in separate categories. Think about how insane that is. So that's actually really cool if that does. I was just reminded that on Twitter. Oh, we're back. Okay. Oh shit. Oh yay. I love who's presenting this. I mean, I'm happy you're presenting, but I don't like the reason you're presenting.
Truly memorable performances. Here are the nominees for Best Actress in a Motion Picture.
John for Harry, Cynthia Erivo. For Marriage Story, Scarlett Johansson. For Little Women, Saoirse Ronan. For Bombshell, Charlize Theron.
All right. I don't think this is going to be Scarlett Johansson now, but we'll have to see.
And the Golden Globe goes to Renee Zellweger.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I don't like the movie, but her performance is amazing. I'll take it.
Well, I really am up here. Well, hi, everybody. It's nice to see you. Now it's pretty good 17 years later. Thank you to the HFPA for inviting me back to the family reunion, especially with all these extraordinary ladies this year. I mean it, your work moves me. It moves me, and I've been cheering for y'all from theater seats for a long time. Being on a list with you is cool. Who thanks their agents first? Me, Kevin P. Bain, Brian Lord, Peter Levine, Nicole Perna, Don, Pell, Macy, John Carabino. My partners in crime, I just have to thank you for always reminding me that the top doesn't matter. It's the journey that matters. And the work that matters. Thank you for always saying, just do the work, Renee, just do the work. Thank you. And this film, my goodness, Rupert Gould, brilliant director, thank you. Thank you to David Livingstone for that first call, Cameron. A lot of people, I'm gonna try and squeeze it. BBC Films for making it. Gosh, Jeremy for all those prosthetics, you were just incredible. Matt Deakley, Maestro, Eric Vitro, Gary Katana, Jeff Foster, Paul, you guys kicking me in the pants, make me try a little bit harder. Jesse Buckley, Finn Whitrock, and Rufus, I have to tell you, celebrating one of the great icons of our time with you has been one of my great life blessings. And the conversations that I have had with people internationally who just want to express their love for Judy Garland and tell about the great personal significance of her legacy and her humanity has been a great reminder that the choices that we make matter, what we make matters, and how we choose to honor each other in our lifetimes can matter a great deal down the road. Thanks so much, everybody.
They're playing her off. All right, here we go. Oh, you're back.
Kill me. We're nearly done. Jesus. It's already. Right, last one, come on guys. Our next presenter starred in Netflix's Bird Box, a movie where people survive by acting like they don't see a thing. Sort of like working for Harvey Weinstein.
You did it, you did it. Please welcome Sandra Bullock.
This evening, we've seen highlights from the 5 truly great films nominated for Best Motion Picture Drama. Once again.
Oh, God, here we go, guys. Oh, no. Oh, please. They didn't even say Joker. What the fuck? They just, like, zip right through it.
And the Golden Globe goes to 1970.
Whoa! All right. Irishman is done, I guess. Holy shit. Okay. I gotta see this. I'm very excited for this film. Holy shit.
Sarah, thank you so much. This is a huge thing. This is a huge thing for this movie. It opens in a week wide. It's difficult to make movies without big movie stars in the leads and get people to come and see it in a cinema. And I really hope this means that people will turn up and see it on a big screen for which it was intended. I want to say thank you to Christy Wilson-Cairns, my co-writer, Tom Newman for his score, three extraordinary producers, and to the HFPO for this and for what you've given to this movie. Thank you so very, very much.
That's it. Good night. Thank you. Please donate to Australia. Have a great time. Get drunk. Take the drugs.
Yeah, go away. All right, that's it, guys. That's it. Wow. So a lot of stuff I wasn't expecting for sure, but unlike last year, it's not stuff I'm pissed about. Look, I'll just say this. I mean, 1917, I was already excited to see it, but now more than ever, I cannot wait to see how this film turns out because I have heard nothing but praise for this film. And if it's that good, I can't. I can't. I don't know how. I can't wait to see how this film turns out if it's really that good. But yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of look. I think this very much confirms that Irishman's Oscar chances I don't think are totally gone, but I don't think they're very much there. I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood probably will in fact, you know, I think will in fact end up winning Best Picture at this point. I really could see it happening because it won tons of shit tonight. I could definitely see that happen. Best Actor, look, I'm still pulling for Adam Driver, but if Joaquin Phoenix wins, I'm not going to be upset. I'm really not because it is a great performance. It is deserving. I'm fine with him winning. Same Renee Zellweger. Even though I didn't care for the movie, her performance as Judy was extraordinary. She completely transformed the role, and it's very deserving of an Oscar. So I will be fine if either of them end up winning at the Oscars. So I'm really not too upset, to be honest with you. The only thing I'm not upset about is that Rami Malek did not win. But you know what? It's fine because I can't even be upset about that because I haven't seen Succession. So I'm not even going to get that pissed about that whole thing. Yeah, overall, the show, it was fine. I really didn't like Ricky Gervais that much. I don't know, his very smug attitude. There were some things that were funny, like him talking about how long the show was and things like that. And, you know, him at first poking fun at The Irishman was fine, but then it just got old after a while. And I thought he was fine. I mean, similar to 2016, he wasn't in this that much. So it didn't really feel like he was part of the show. So it very much shows that, like, yeah, he probably doesn't want to do this very much anymore. It very much did show for sure. I don't know if he was drunk or if it was an act, but I mean, I think he probably was drunk because he's drunk almost every single time he ends up doing these. He's admitted it. But just for me, I didn't really think he was all that great. But either way, guys, that's it. I guess there's not going to be a post show this time around because I had nobody join me except for Twain's Tiger for that brief appearance. So I do very much appreciate that. But before I wrap things up here, thank you to everyone in the chat, especially Terrell Bellinger, that one chick, Sam Pyboon, and a couple other people. But those three were the most prominent in terms of commenting. Janaea Vital, I'm sorry I'm pronouncing your name wrong earlier in the night. Thank you as well. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. This is always a lot of fun. Very excited to see how the award season does go moving forward. Little afraid to get on Twitter right now. I'm not going to lie to you because of a certain thing that happened. But yeah, either way, I think this was a much better Golden Globes for sure in terms of win. I'm not nearly as outraged as I was last time. And yeah, very excited, very happy with the way things ended up turning out overall. Tony is back in the chat. That's great. Tony is back here. To make an appearance. I don't know why he's not back here because his dumbass didn't watch the fucking award show for some reason, but he is back here. But either way, guys, like I said, just in time when I'm about to wrap things up. Thank you, Tony. Getting me all distracted now. But either way, guys,
thank you for watching. Really do appreciate it. Like I said, I apologize that I have not been able to get out the movie preview or my worst list or my Mandalorian review. I do a Film Channel 599. I have a reason for that. You're going to find out what that is soon enough. I will post the Mandalorian review tomorrow. You will find out what it is, and once I let you guys in, then it'll explain things better. But either way, guys, for this video, I'm rambling now, but thank you guys for watching. As I said, we'll see you guys in my next video, and I will see you guys for that. Okay, bye.